I'm gonna bring my lightsaber though, but just the hilt, because I'm not gonna be that guy that turns it on in the middle of the theater. You know.
What about
Why
your
not?
What do you mean? Why not?
You gonna wear it on your waist? You gonna cosplay?
I gotta
be
restart this
fun.
grub bag.
Jordan's
Nevin,
gone.
Nevin, if you were to cosplay, oh shit, Jordan is gone.
Jordan's froze.
Dude, I want to cosplay. What's his name? Nightwing. Batman's second Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nightwing. Yeah, I think I could pull that off.
Yeah, the blue
And
suit.
Drake.
The blue and the black with
Yeah.
just like the eye thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I can pull that off.
That's Dick Grayson.
What's his name?
Dick Grayson. Yeah, Dick Grayson.
He's the one who was almost killed by the Joker, right? Or no?
No.
No.
That's-
That's the first one.
Do you have a cosplay in mind?
That's Jason Todd.
Me? Do I have a cosplay?
Yeah.
in mind? Probably SpongeBob.
You could never
Gary.
pull off SpongeBob.
The hell, like ah!
You don't have the aura.
Ah!
Not like a
Never, bro.
Minecraft sheep.
Is that what they sound like? I don't know.
I don't know. They kind of sound like SpongeBob.
Holy fuck, this
Jordan,
is
you're
a
back.
huge.
I am back.
Jordan, we would be nothing without you.
Well,
Don't I fucking know it?
Richard, give him a freaking chance.
give him a chance. I'm just not gonna lie to him. Oh,
What they put in that sauce?
Salt, pepper.
it's a pretty simple concoction.
For real?
It's just ketchup with food coloring. It's a
Ketchup.
thing. Ketchup's a good condiment. If
The
you
Asians love ketchup.
if you had to put a condiment on a hot dog, what would you choose?
Relish.
Really?
Ketchup and relish.
Sour cream.
Ketchup and relish?
Yeah, Jordan's my dog.
Wow. I'm a mustard guy.
But
Green onion.
Are we doing Costco glizzies again this time?
Team A?
The
Hell
chicken
yeah.
bake?
Let's just leave it on the table.
Team A?
no chicken bakes. For breakfast,
Always.
we're going to Costco.
No chicken bakes,
Again,
only
16
Costco
glizzies.
dogs.
Glizzy.
How many Costco's can you sell me right now? How many hot dogs can you sell me right now?
If we show up in the morning, I bet their day amount is probably like 500.
True.
So you can go to the back and buy them. It's the same ones. No. How many
No.
can you sell
That-
me?
We
You
buy
do it.
both to a discount?
What if we just bought out Costco's hot dogs and then upcharged them for everybody who came in wanting a hot dog?
True, we
Charge
sell
$2.
outside. We loitered.
My favorite crime.
Simple but effective.
And I'm white. I get away with it too. It's
That's
easy.
true. I'll get a couple gunshots.
Oh man.
We had so many fucking. We had pizza, the hot dogs. I had a chicken bake, the fucking muffins. There was so many like other snacks too.
And then we
The
did that
fucking
like
pancake things that Colin made.
Yep.
yup.
The eggs that Colt made. Thank you, gang.
And like 6
Thank you,
mimosas,
the espresso
like-
martinis.
2 espresso martinis. I was wasted, by the way, when I took you guys to Costco.
You said you were fine.
You swore to me.
You lied. You swore it.
You
The only thing I remember is scanning my card at the front.
There's nowhere in
That's
Costco.
I
You
just
just
remember
drove
getting
down
there.
like the 4-lane road, and he's
Wow,
like
guard.
changing lanes, but he turns his turn signal on, so it looks like he meant to do it. He just,
So I just remember getting there and
He was-
crushing a hot dog.
He was taking
That's
guesses.
nothing else.
My job is done.
And then we were playing D&D again. I don't really know.
That hot dog brought me back to life.
Okay.
It's like 2 pounds.
Everybody freaking ready?
Freaking ready?
hell yeah.
Yup. Excuse me.
Hold up, I got to turn cold up real quick.
No, I wish I could go past 200, but it just doesn't.
I can like probably turn mine way up, but I don't want to do that.
Get closer to your mic.
No,
Just sit forward.
He looks
Right up
goofy
on
though.
it.
I am comfy. You got to turn me up. That's on you, not me.
You're at 200, buddy.
Turn me up.
That's a you
Turn
problem.
me up.
I can't stay mad at you.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hey,
So,
Just dumped all my dice on the ground.
Reset.
it's gonna be another 30 minutes. That dude has a lot of dice.
Better
One v
hurry.
one
I'm
me.
only here for
D20.
33 minutes.
You better find those D4s.
Oh.
You better find those
Natural
D4s.
20.
10.
Easy. Wham, 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 wham.
speaking of Costco,
Wham, wham, wham.
It's blurred, Jordan.
There's no
It
way I
kinda
rolled
looks like
another
it's-
nat one.
You're trying to put up a curse word.
No, Jordan,
Okay.
no. What happened last session? I don't even remember, dude. It's been so long. Oh, tabs.
Richard, it's almost like you're gonna do the recap for us.
Fuck no,
Oh.
baby.
Sounds like it. Fuck no, baby.
Devin, I can't, bro. I can't.
Bro, lock in.
No, I can't. That's what you sound like.
Okay. So, the last time in our Tales of Foundation, our heroes and former champions had arrived at the front battle lines across from where the entity known as Zenith had constructed an enormous tower and slash citadel, enacting some grand ritual which illuminated the former wastelands of Dronenheim, and in which this battle that would determine the outcome of Foundation would be held. Upon gathering your forces, you were introduced to the new set of champions, as well as your former comrades of the Primus and Mirpur Co., the new ally to some of you of Venric's daughter, and all of the other factions that had grown or shrunk or changed leadership within your 20 years departed within the Nine Hells. You explored your options, discovering that the double-walled citadel had a weak spot on both the west and east side, and determined that the west side would be the greatest opportunity for your group to attack and break through, knowing that to complete your task and sunder this citadel, you would need to infiltrate the building, destroy these three divinative, anti-divinity anchors of sorts, as well as hopefully bring down the obelisk at the center, and of course, eradicate both Wrath and Zenith. A monumental task that was quickly interrupted by Zenith's presence on the battlefield. Appearing before you all in the middle of the sky, he began to taunt you, talk down to you in a way, and in some instances regarded you strangely as almost like friends who had gone astray. Primarily looking at your group when discussing this. His message brought forth the question that you had all been debating on what the gods' purpose for you was, and whether they actually cared for your well-being. And Zenith had finally taken the opportunity to turn the tables against them, and at the unfortunate consequence, you and the people of this world, calling down a great storm from above. Meteors began to descend, and you had to quickly come up with plans to minimize casualties, secure your assets, and reposition your army for the oncoming fight. Quickly, you utilized Baragra to transport your siege engines to a safer distance. You utilized various mages to teleport groups of the severed and your military forces as far away as the gate spell would allow to increase the speed at which you could bring people back. All the while analyzing the meteor storm coming down and trying to decide whether to destroy these things or just to create a wall. Utilizing both, you took the remaining delayed fireball weapons that you were going to use on the walls and shot them into the sky to eradicate as much of the bigger chunks of the meteors coming down, as well as utilizing your mages and the etheric diffusion crystals you had gained from Fort Capstone, spreading them out across the etheric wizards and constructing walls of forces that prevented a sustainable amount of damage from the front line. Though there were casualties, numbering in the thousands, it could have been a lot worse had you had not planned accordingly. With your forces of Foundation being butted up against the coastline to the south, a lot of the pirates and Severed being spread out to the eastern side, Redulus made one final move to head towards the ocean and summon an old ally from a time long ago. From the depths, a vestige of his connection with the god of storms, Cord, he summoned forth an ancient dragon turtle from the depths, who under his command began to move across the continent and ushered forth the remaining pirates under his command to atop this beast, in which the pirates and their ships were cast upon the back of this enormous island of a creature. And you constructed what is a battle cruiser in medieval times, slowly making its way across the land. With your armies and forces spread out, damages done, and the entire fight now kind of thrown into chaos, the plan of what was next was afoot, as the frontal assault had been delayed by Lepitor's almost sacrifice, as he strode into the wastelands, into the no man's land between your army and the demonic and elemental forces at Zenith's command, and summoned forth the devilish forces from the 9 hells, fulfilling his deal that was done. As the devils began to assault, you realized you had more time to decide where your forces were going to move, then eventually to enact this final push for the safety of Foundation. So with that, we join back in on our heroes strewn out across the battlefield, whether through teleportation, the flight of their dragon, the safety of a wall of force. You all know that your time is limited before you must decide plans or must make a decision on when to assault. But wars are not won in matters of minutes. They are won in matters of days. And your time is slowly running out. So, heroes, champions, what would you like to do?
Are we still in telepathy? Are we within that hour still?
I'd say so. You're on the very end of it. Maybe you have 15, 20 minutes, I'd say.
I think immediately Venric would kind of send out on the mental link. Champions, heroes, comm check, situation report. Where's everybody at?
I'd come back and just tell you that I'm at the front line with all the mages who put up the wall. Good as you could expect.
I'm also there.
Okay, so Tormund, Guidus, frontline with the mages.
Yeah, and
Redulus
Severed
with
and some of the other ones.
Redulus with the fleet here, making our way up.
How's the
I'm on
fleet
the rim
looking?
of the.
Repeat that.
How's the fleet looking?
We're good. We're getting everything ready.
And what
Um,
direction are you coming from?
I believe we're coming from the east. Am I
Copy.
slow pace, but we'll be there.
Okay.
I'm with Primus and Emir.
Located where?
Good question.
You're on the hillside, like in those deep hills to the west, like southwest, still closer to the coast, so not nearly as far away as Redless. With the bulk of the Pharimic guard that had already retreated back.
Levitor?
I'm walking the rim of the crater. A little fucked up. I don't know where you guys are at, but I'm just heading for the hills to the west.
Are you still under stealth right now?
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you need assistance?
Nothing's coming after me right now. I think the devils are gonna be enough of a distraction, but
Okay.
I'll make it.
As far as the devils, what are you seeing right now?
Oh, it's fucking chaos. I don't I don't know if this is a good idea, but it's too late now.
It's not about the past, okay? We're focused on the right now. You made a decision, we're running with it, okay?
It looks like a fantastic idea. They are holding the front.
Listen, gentlemen, we have limited time with telepathy here, and we are currently scattered, so we need to make a game plan before this runs out, and or meet up, or some of us meet up to activate the link again. So, any ideas on what's next?
I mean, I think we start moving everybody into position as quick as we can and get ready to start assaulting other walls.
Didn't we decide that we were going to let the spellcasters rest? Or did we decide against that?
I think
I know we
I
were
wanna
going to
say-
move into position, but I thought we were going to wait until we actually start our assault.
Well, I want to say we thought it was going to take a long time regardless to get everybody moving. So, like, people like that who needed to rest maybe could get one in that time when we get everybody moved. But we got a lot of people to move.
It's true.
And what we're doing is that second picture, right? That's the formation.
That was kind of what was discussed, due to the ranks breaking in two different directions. Obviously, a two-front assault is the best course of action with an enemy like this that's fixed in, so that they can't concentrate fire on one area.
So does that mean we need to split up? Or are we stuck on one side?
Our forces are pretty split up here. We have forces, on the southwest, on the southeast. We have people coming from the east. Again, I kind of just drew those arrows loosely, but we're already split up. It would make sense to continue kind of the flow of the direction that everybody escaped the fort from to the assault, or it would take excess amount of time to regroup into one formation.
So should
A
we all
lot-
meet up on the western side in the hills and then, or do any of us need to head east right now?
I think we should all, whichever direction we go, we should all come together, because at the end of the day, we have a job that all of us are going to need to do together.
Who's going to be the people to break through the wall? Because if whoever that is, they need to go to the west side, I think. West side.
Mm-hmm. Are we all going to go together through the west side? I was thinking if we can group up, all of us can stay west, and we can send the other champions east and control that side.
I think that's a good idea. And the Primus, I think, wanted to come with us, right? He said he could take down the wall, but
Yeah, because I think he was fucking pissed last game. So, I think that was the other thing is we either decided, do we just say fucking let him take down the wall and not the tower, and then we have to figure out the tower, or do we still need to keep him for the tower?
Well, we did lose the explosives.
That was the other thing. I think that was part of the reason we were going to wait is because they could maybe
Right.
make some more overnight, and then we could go to the wall.
Okay.
Right?
also if our spellcasters rest, they could probably use like a good chunk of fireballs. You know?
I'm
They
okay
all
with
got those
resting.
They all got the crystals and stuff too. I think we determined last time it's going to be a long battle either way. So,
Right.
Did those crystals still work, or was it like a one-time use thing?
I guess I don't know. I assume they just got to keep them.
Colin, does that?
No, it's a one-time use.
Well, I actually had 100 more that I took in my bag.
In my bag of holding. I filled it.
I made this. by the
We're
way.
still on a time crunch until the eclipse, right?
Yes.
So we don't have forever.
You have
10 minutes.
1 hour.
This was a couple days, wasn't it? Ish.
Yeah, you have like
We still
it's
have,
like
like,
just
15,
over
16
2
hours.
days. Yeah, it's like something just over 2 days. Hold on.
But that wasn't the problem. The problem was like the prime. Was it the Titans
What do you mean?
coming up?
Well, the Titans aren't coming, but we were trying to.
We don't know that yet, though. That's not like guaranteed.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. There were just, I think, reports of it, and we're trying to get this done before any of that.
That happens because
Yeah,
we
that
lose.
happens. The Primus offered
Let's-
to stall him, but we said we'd need him.
We need them, yeah.
Let's say through all that's happened and like moving your forces and this like recovery period, I'm gonna say you guys have 61 hours left before the dawn
61.
of that day.
Okay.
Basically before the apocalypse, let's say. Let's just say.
Let's just give up.
That
It's such a
doesn't mean that the
long-
Titans arrive in that time. They could come sooner or
10
later.
minutes.
But
What's the apocalypse?
The
That's a big word
solstice.
for Tormund.
the solstice will occur in 61 hours.
So I think like right now we just get the mass majority of people and just start them marching to where they need to go.
We
We'll
go
take-
west, send the other
We'll
champions.
take the rest.
Take the other champions to the east, right? Primus comes with us.
I think that's a good idea. So we can
Yeah.
focus on the west.
I think the other champions maybe just in charge of all the armies and stuff. Unless they're just feeling it and they want to come with.
Yeah.
Enraged and ready to like hurt somebody.
Colin, how are the Severed spread out in this? Are they both like some on west and east?
I'll say for like game wise, they are kind of spread out. Like they're in the middle, the west, the east. Let's just say for majority purposes, they are all kind of on that southeast side. Not to like split hairs. The majority of them are with the pirates on the southeast corner. I'm kind of tempted to do this now because this is very mathematical. Yeah, let's do this because this is important as you guys are setting up everything. It's a rough estimate. It's not exact. I'm sorry. It's really hard to do scale and make it seem correct, but this is what generally you guys.
Let's go.
This is generally what? Oh shit. Oh
That looks-
shit.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Let's
What,
just-
hey, what are
let's-
those big fuckers?
Oh, my computer's
Damn,
crashing.
boy.
Oh, sorry, Jordan.
Is it really?
Rich,
Tom, let's just do this
No,
on
just kidding.
bar.
Oh,
Let's
Make
just
sure that's
make
on
a map.
It's loading.
Nyrax. The unholy.
where's Nyrax? Oh,
That
shit.
bitch.
I haven't even added all the forces yet because I wanted to talk through that with you guys. So generally
Good Lord.
those normal looking dudes in the middle on your side, those are your Firmic Guard. And again, like it's an estimate number. Like you have thousands of them, and I am not gonna put 1,000 tokens. But you have about that many, and then those dudes with the robes are your wizards. I'm gonna go through and name them.
Bobby, Tommy,
Yeah.
David.
And then you have
Jimmy.
to the eastern side,
Jimmy.
the dudes with like the axes and those little cat things. Those are your severed. And then I just wanted to show them, even though they're not all here, but the dudes with the bandanas, those are your pirates on the right side. Again, fodder. Like they literally are like coming with knives and maybe leather armor, maybe. So there's a lot more of them.
125,000.
I got the stats.
Okay.
All in a day's work, baby.
130. Yeah, 125 actually. 5,000 died. No, you're right,
Correct.
Colt.
I got it
You're
written
right.
down, dog.
You son of a gun.
You son of a.
You're so good at this.
All those were gnomes. Thanks to Tormund.
Tormund.
Pato Flojo, thank you for the hive raid. He put that in the chat. He said hive raid.
I'm afraid.
Okay, this is good. This is good. This is basically exactly what I drew on Photoshop, by the way. So I don't know why you
Sure,
posted
it's like
this.
a 1-to-1. Here, I'll show the stream.
He just needed inspiration, bro.
I literally made this because of the map you drew. What are you talking about?
Thank you, Nevin. Good work.
Oh man, it's like my worst work ever. I'm sorry.
I didn't want to say it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You did well.
We all have our ups and downs.
This is all of us.
From
Okay,
time to
so-
time.
Nevin, you should have control of your Firmic Guard now.
Okay, copy.
So you should be able to maneuver them however you see fit. And I'm going to go through and do that for each of your groups. But I also need to know what all factions you have at your disposal. I know I'm missing a couple, but I need to confirm this. So whoever has those things can go through.
Like you want like the numbers and what they are.
Yes.
125,000 grunts/pirates.
Okay.
45,000 soldiers.
I'm guessing those are the Firmic Guard.
Yep.
There's 21,000 severed left.
Yep.
And how many? 45 of the.
Just regular firm.
Okay. Got it.
2,400 elves.
Got it. Cool.
120 Aloic men.
Yep.
Okay.
12
still have the-
Hollowed Harriers.
Harriers, yep.
Awesome.
1 dragon.
And one dragon, baby.
Okay. Yeah, you guys
And 6
can
of
discuss.
us. 7.
I'm gonna
because
get
we're freaks.
all this stuff set up. When I get it finished, Vinric, you'll have control of the Firmic Guard. Tormund, if you would like control of that as well, you can let me know. I figured you would want the severed though.
I do.
Redulus, I will give you control to move forces for the pirates. Innately, you guys can decide if you want help with that as well. Lapitor, you will gain control over the elven army. Akuji, you will have control over the Etheretics, and if you so decide, as well as the Aloic Mend. And then Guidus, you can have control of the Harriers if you would like. Or whatever other facet. You guys
I just can fly, so
divert whatever you guys want, but I'm gonna start working on that right now. So you guys can talk through whatever you want.
I definitely would have immediately released any of the pirates to Redulus.
I was gonna
Control.
say, I'm not gonna really have much. I was gonna ask you for help on any of the pirates on the front lines. Either you or Tormund, just because I'm not there right now. So temporary leadership over them.
I mean, I'll always be there to guide for sure. But if you would like, when it comes to battle, like I would release that to you just because
Yeah,
of
100%.
Okay.
So just in the meantime, you kind of have you and Tormund
Okay.
have temporary command of the pirates
So-
on the field right now.
I'll rotate them to the east so they can meet up with you
hmm
when it comes time. Then, does that work for you?
Yeah, that works perfectly.
Okay. Perfect.
If anything
also-
comes up, you can act on it. So
Yeah, I promised them that you would give them like 5,000 barrels of rum. If you don't want to follow through
Oh.
with that promise, that's up to you. But that's what I told them.
don't
That's
even
what I
worry
told
about. None of them are going to live to drink it. So
That's just what I said.
And if they do, live,
bodies
I'll
on the
kill-
fire,
I'll
baby.
kill myself.
We're on the same team right now. All right, just
Yeah,
relax
yeah.
on that
Okay.
one. You can kill the gnomes later. You know.
Yeah.
I got these control the mages, and I didn't hear the second thing you said.
You have the Loic Mend, but I haven't put them on. So.
Okay.
Alejandro said he
Vin-
loves the map. By the way, sorry.
Vinric, where are you gonna be when all this starts?
Most likely going to be behind the Firmit Guard, pushing. Whether we decide, because we're still going game plan here, it kind of seems like we have like a east-west approach.
I guess more what I'm asking is, if we're the team that's going to the wall, are you staying or are you going with us?
I think what I'll end up doing is fighting with the Firmit Guard to a certain point and then splitting off to meet up with you guys. Just because they still need me in command, and as a non-champion, there are certain things that I won't be able to do that you guys will be able to. So I'm still going to be there, but I'm probably going to push through with the troops until I'd be able to break away knowing that they're going to be okay. If I split off now, no one's in charge of all these different plans here, so.
And what exactly are we doing with the current champions?
I believe someone just mentioned we're sending them the opposite side that we're going. So if we go west, they're going to come from the east. We also got Nyrax right in front of us.
He's gonna do something.
He's going to do his thing. Do not bother him.
I think
Let him cook.
As long as we don't fuck with them, they'll be good.
Actually, I'd like to make a suggestion that we just throw everything to the side and we go kill that piece of shit.
He's
the
the
end.
enemy.
You gotta let
I
them
think we
grudges
sacrifice
go,
it
bro.
all and we kill him.
Kind of seems like you have some like personal things
No,
going on.
quit
with
reading
that.
into it. Let's just kill the man.
I just want him dead.
Look,
Let's keep these comms clear.
hey, good call out. Good call out.
Sorry, I'm just heated. I hate that dude. I just
call
stared
out.
at him for 30 minutes.
Hey, in the telepathic bond, can one person please speak at a time, please? It's giving me a migraine.
Over.
Over.
I guess I'd ask Akuji real quick to ask Amir how many bombs they can make in one night. I don't remember. I don't have that written down.
Wait, I think we
he's-
did talk about that. He said 2 in the night?
It wasn't much. I remember that.
I don't know.
Amir,
Yes.
they keep swarming my ears, but
You say you're just like in a fetal position.
fucking, it
Oh,
sucks.
shut the fuck up.
Stop pushing me.
I'm
I never should have
overstimulated.
cast a spell. How many bombs can we make in a night?
In just one night. If we utilize all of the Etheretics we have at our disposal, and even if you help a little bit, I can guess we might be able to make 4 or 5 in just one night, and then we will be expended on most of our spell slots for the next day. Whatever those are. Our magic would be severely
Depleted.
You know what I'm talking about.
Akuji, could you ask, and you might know this as well, instead of making bombs, are there any spells that are powerful enough to maybe take down the wall or blow a hole inside of it? If we have even enough spellcasters to do that?
You got one in mind?
I would ask Amir if he has ideas beyond just fireball times a million.
That could work, though.
The ground here, as far as I can tell, isn't the most sound. If you were able to get somebody under and maybe cave the walls from the inside or underground, that might work. As far as I know, we don't have any druidic covens at our disposal. And if we do, they wouldn't nearly have the strength for that. I mean, there are multitudes of spells at our disposal that you and I both know of. You know, you could enlarge, you could make them smaller, but it's whether we can even get mages in close enough, or if we want to do something far away. We still have siege engines at our disposal. We can maneuver all of those to the side, and that would help, but the best thing I came up with was the fireballs, and that's even if they'll be able, if it'll be enough to even break through both sets of walls.
He relays that back to us, right?
Yeah.
I'd say if that's what Amir thinks, I think we should go with that plan. And if we can't get through the walls, then maybe we send in the Primus. Or we do something.
I still think we should save the Primus for the big tower.
Yeah, that is pretty important. Levitor, you look like shit, by the way.
Thanks.
Come on, I think we can do the walls. I mean, I think if we
I
do
think so.
2 bombs a wall, well placed, it'll work. And we can even go with our original plan with me and Lepitar. I think it'll be even easier now. If we have a whole force pushing, and then we can kind of just sneak in, set the bombs off, and then hopefully just regroup.
I mean, think of it like Helm's Deep. You don't need to blow the whole thing.
What the fuck is Helm's Deep?
You just need one entry point. Okay? You just need one entry point.
That I understand. I agree with that. I don't know about Helm's
So
Deep,
we are
Madison.
going to make the bombs.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we're not like bringing down the walls of the entire thing. We're making entry points,
yeah.
and that's it. That's it.
And then we swarm.
I mean, we were using the fireballs with the crystal things, I believe.
No,
With
the
the
crystal things were expended, I think.
did we use all of them? All 70? Or
I
whatever.
believe.
Red List has some.
Alright.
How many?
1,200.
Feel like
As
10,
many as a
not-
galleon ship can carry, dumbass. I'm just kidding.
I'm a pirate. And I've got everything.
100 million.
Million.
You
At
lucky
my disposal. I'm not gonna lie. My galleon ship is a bomb. So no, I
It's made
believe
of
from
it.
what Colin said, we all picked up like 10 or 15, something like that. So
I gave all mine out.
I still have all my, I guess, 15 or whatever.
I think everyone except you would have used them. Yeah, because you weren't there when we were dispersing.
That's right.
Right. So we're all going to regroup on the west then?
West side?
I think so.
We'll take the night, make the bombs, and then when are we gonna strike? In the morning or throughout the night after we've made enough?
I think 8 hours or whatever is ample time to get people moving close to where they need to go, and then once we get there, we'll start.
As long as you rest. Redalus, you're going to be able to make it to the west side in time?
Hope so. The last thing I wanted to ask is, where do you guys want me to bring the ships around? Come down through the south or come up through the north?
as long as it's more on the opposite side of where we're going in, I
I
don't
th-
think the exact point.
I
What do you
thought
think,
we
you guys?
you were gonna go to the east, like kind of.
I am
collapse
on the
the.
east.
You're coming from the east.
Yeah, I'm coming from the east. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
we're meeting
look
up on the
down.
west, which way do you guys?
Oh, like where to meet us? You're saying?
Yeah.
We could meet on Lepitor, and then all push up together.
Okay. Lipitor's to the south, correct?
West.
He's
I'm
more,
west.
yeah, he's more west.
Okay.
I'm
So I'll
getting
just
the
come.
hills, then I'm gonna dig myself a foxhole.
Man's in the hills.
Is he on the
He's gonna
map?
dig himself a hole.
Yeah,
and
he's
like
he's
that.
Yeah, left side.
hard west, hard west.
Oh shit! Damn. He's deep
Yeah.
in there.
I was running.
The
I was
trenches.
running.
I thought he was east though when he opened up the portal.
Hey, Torment,
I
go ahead and keep
was.
the comms clear.
Then I've been running west this whole time.
My bad.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're kind of Lepitor. It sounds by your description of where you are, that you're in, a pretty hot area for enemies. So maybe you should
Yeah, I'm gonna.
come back towards us a bit, so we can regroup. Maybe patch you up a little bit.
Okay, where are you guys at? Are you further?
South east of you, I think.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep hitting through, going through these hills and trees. See if I can find my way.
Well, by the sounds of like how we're gonna move it, I think we'll meet up with you eventually, right? Guys?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
So,
So-
Redolus,
Fuck
what's
this
the
up.
plan with your
Big
troops when you get here with the turtle and the ships?
Troops, they go in. They go in as soon as we commence an attack. Any pirates on the field, they'll go in. As soon as I pull up with Turtle Fortress, I'll just call it Turtle Fortress. We'll start raining fire with whatever we got. If we run out of ammunition, we'll start putting in silverware. But the plan is come up from the east side, work away down south, help out as much as possible, make it to the west.
I think that's the good plan. I think that's a good way to do it.
Would it be better for you to stay on the east and you have a bigger distraction on that side so that we have less forces to worry about?
Absolutely, we can definitely do that. I can definitely do that.
We just won't be able to talk to him.
Mhm.
So are you guys saying
The-
we want all the pirates and ships on the east and then everyone else to the west? Or
Sounds
is-
about right.
Possibly.
Yeah, we're already doing that. We're talking about Redolus himself.
Mm.
So I'm gonna have the Severed
There's-
come with us then to the west.
There is a big chance that Wrath will appear too, and if
Yeah.
that's the case, I assume more than likely me and Barbara will meet him in the sky as well as the Harriers.
So I think that's the biggest thing that we need to talk about is Wrath. Just right now, real quick, looking over what's happening on the front line. Is Wrath raining down pillars from the sky?
Perception check.
Persuasion.
You can't
come
just
down.
tell him.
I feel like
Yeah.
like Redolus and Baragra should head to us because, like our report said, as soon as you get within a mile of Wrath, he's going to dive you. Like he's going to head exactly towards you. And we've had an encounter with him already, and one of the champions can't take him. I think it's going to take all of us to be able to take down Wrath.
19.
You calling my plan dumb?
No, I think
Is that what this is?
I just think that's our best chance.
Either way, we still need to figure out a way to get him on the ground.
I
If
think
this
he'll
is
follow
dragon,
you. I think he'll follow you if you are within the range that they said, whether you're in the air or not.
Can you guys shoot nets from your ships or something? Try
Oh,
to tickle
yes.
up his.
We
whatever.
definitely can. We just need I need to distract him enough to get him close.
Or we could use the siege equipment to launch nets when he gets close.
I think we have limited siege equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be hard to hit him in the sky regardless. I think we need
Also-
the Harriers to.
Isn't his
Go ahead.
dragon or whatever he's riding like very big? I mean,
He's enormous.
Yeah, it's a monster.
not this average dragon
There's
size
pretty big
anymore.
nets
like,
out there.
like I don't know. There's 4 dragons maybe that were dead that are all
I was
coming.
gonna say almost like
combined
it's multiple. Like
yeah, like
It's an
maybe
amalgamation of
one
like
side is now
Conjoined.
with one enemy.
we're basically he's riding a zombie dragon.
You guys are thinking into it too much. It's just
I
a
don't.
dragon.
I really don't think I am though. That's the thing that's scaring me.
Out of all the reports say it's an abomination
sick,
airborne.
twisted
So,
play on our pasts or whatever.
Just real quick, what's the 19 show me?
You do see kind of up in the skyline, almost too far to like make out from the naked eye, but the only reason you can tell that there's something up there flying around is because every so often a dazzling fiery spear of something shoots out and boom, 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 like mortars just non-stop into the ground, like every like 30 seconds or so, unending, and it's in a moving pattern, so that leads you to believe that Wrath is currently
And
target practice.
do any of our devils have anything large that flies, or is it just humanoids with wings?
There are some, and well, actually, there's quite a few that are able to fly through the air. There's no like enormous monstrosities you've seen so far, but there are like grand devils, Balors that are coming through, flying through the sky, slicing through, the airborne forces, but nothing akin to like another dragon,
Right.
griffin or anything like that.
And are any of those even attempting to make it up past the clouds towards where these attacks are coming from?
No, the sky is so polluted with demonic bodies, tiny flying imps, and like horrific monstrosities that it's impossible. It is a wall of bodies, and they're falling out of the sky, plumping onto the ground. It is something that like your mind can barely comprehend, the amount of bodies that are impacting each other right now.
Can Nyrax fly or no?
I believe
can.
Nyrax can. Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe we should convince Nyrax to fight Wrath.
You know how that conversation's gonna go. What are you gonna trade for it?
Maybe
I mean,
I thought he
Look
knew
pretty.
who Wrath was.
The souls of all the severed.
fuck no. The souls of all the pirates.
Deal.
Oh yeah.
Deal.
I'll make that
Deal.
deal.
There's way more pirates.
that
too.
deal?
It's a
Damn
goddamn
good
You
deal.
make that deal?
Damn
Damn
good
good deal. Hey, you signed up for this live. You gotta know your soul's condemned.
Yeah. You ain't going nowhere but hell, buddy.
Life of Christ, hey, my soul's gone.
Or if maybe we could convince him if Nyrax's goal is to conquer this realm, he's gonna have to kill Wrath. That's probably one of the strongest
Ooh.
people on this battlefield right now.
It's almost like we need someone with high persuasion.
Oh shit!
Hey Marco,
Ah,
you've been
shit.
quiet.
Marco, where the fuck you been, bro? You ready to make another deal, bud?
Backflip after backflip.
He's just in the one spot, just
Marco died to a meteor 2 games ago.
No.
Nobody moved him. He
no.
got one hit.
I will
Someone
say
grab his
Marco,
vestige.
Marco's very low health right now. I didn't do anything, but I kept track of the health, and he's very low.
Uh-oh. I figured you were one of the ones that was okay.
Oh
Give him a snack.
What's a
What
good
are-
Did you have evasion? Or did
Yes.
you roll bad?
No, with evasion.
Oh, snap.
Either way, getting to Nyrax is going to be Puff, because he's like in the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
I mean, honestly, sending Nyrax after Wrath, I feel like's not a bad idea. But again,
Could
we
you-
know what he's
Convincing
gonna
him.
want.
Couldn't
Like,
you?
we-
Couldn't Akuji send a message to Nyrax?
Little scry.
Can you do that, Akuji?
He definitely has a connection to him.
Let's see if I can.
I can push him.
Moves him. Moves him.
Oh no, it's not right.
Nyrax,
Don't
I
you
think
dare.
He's on my.
Pushes him. The whole army turns around, comes towards us.
Good
no.
thing about this is I just have to be able to see him.
Unlimited range.
I've got really good eyesight.
Fuck you, Nyrax.
What a terrible inconvenience to have. You're fighting someone, you just get shoved 10 feet to the left.
He keeps on like shoving
No!
his sword, so he's missing his strikes. He gets a spear in the chest. Ah, what the
Ugh,
Yeah, keep going, Akuji.
kills a couple devils. Like, no!
I say Gaius is most likely to be able to.
Oh,
I'm not doing that.
Come on.
add some more years to your sentence, bro. Come on.
God.
More years, dude. So add
nothing.
another eternity on top of
It's
one
nothing,
eternity.
bro.
Come on.
Come on, barter.
Come on, I'll help you talk to him.
I don't think I have anything to barter with, though. He kind of already owns me. You know what I'm trying to say?
Just explain the fate of the world type
He,
shit.
he
you know?
doesn't care. He's here
Oh,
to
Mark, I'll
fight
do
this
it.
war and go back to hell. He's not staying here.
That's true. If he,
He doesn't
dies
want
here,
to
he
stay
doesn't
here.
even die, does he?
Yeah, he's just doing this to get some money back at home flowing.
Trying to boost the economy of hell.
Literally, he's literally just inflating his.
You'll be like,
economy.
hey, you want a big money pit? Right. Up there, baby.
that's true.
That's like
Nice.
1 million
True.
souls.
I swear, I thought I remember that Nyrax knew who Wrath was, and like he wanted an opportunity to fight him.
Ooh, deep cut.
Like, we gotta summon him.
He digging.
Colin, can I roll a history or something to see if that was
Deep
true?
cut.
Yeah, you can roll a history.
It's his brother,
Oh god, that'd be crazy.
his arch enemy.
Plot twist.
That
9.
Why? Why?
Lie. Lie.
You're having a hard time deciding if it was Nyrax or the other demon lord that you asked for help to fight Koshtiktikai with. Or the one you all tried, or the one that talked into your to try to make deals with you. You're like, fuck, they're all so nasty. I can't. Which one of the fucking bastards was it?
Dang.
You are unsure at this time.
But there was one of them.
There was, yes.
That's good.
Risk
enough.
it. Risk it.
What? It wasn't. I can't remember his name. Big, tall, skinny demon man.
I know what you're
Nyrax.
talking about.
Talk about Big
Uh,
Slim.
Nope, the man who killed Venric. R.I.P. Rip homie.
No,
Let's take the guy.
Koshtiktikai. Yeah.
touchy subject, bro. Come on.
Wait.
Gosh, take the guy's not dead. I don't think.
I mean, the guy in the spire, the collector dude, whatever his name was.
Wait a minute. I think I'm confused. We didn't get the horn from Nyrax, right? That was from
No.
somebody else.
No.
I think I'm thinking of that guy.
One of his
the
generals, wasn't it?
underlings, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn good deal.
No.
Damn good
Risk-
deal.
Bargain.
All right. Well,
Bargaining
Is
the
this-
souls of all the pirates? Damn good deal.
is this map accurate that Nyrax is still kind of on the back end?
Sure. Do you want me to like a weather map? You want me to keep
Yeah,
updating it?
move,
with,
move him around a little bit for the
Yeah,
love of
right,
God.
right.
Come on, dude.
Just move him. Move him.
Hey, that's all you gotta ask, brothers.
Hey, put in some effort, Colin.
Been sitting there
I should-
quiet for 45 minutes.
Where's
I
the
showed
ocean?
him about Wrath as soon as he popped out of the portal. I'm like, hey. just
Let's
so you
say
know.
he's fucking here, okay? And
Yeah,
there-
fuck that. I'm not.
there are also he's literally in the middle of it, and there, you know, you can use your imagination. Where there's gaps, there's probably not a gap. That's probably just like
Just like a million fucking.
Yes, there's
A million.
lines
Piles
of
of
yeah.
bodies.
We got a million
I tried
here.
to
We got
make
a
it-
million here.
Yeah, I tried to make it so the lines, like you could tell, like there's a lot more in certain spots than there are others. But I mean, look at your forces compared.
Wait, are
Like-
we forgetting about our own Omega Dragon coming? Was that still happening?
Omega Dragon. You mean the sea turtle?
No, didn't. It's the ones that your boy used to worship. All the dragons in the sky.
Gorin.
Oh, there was a scale warden coming.
A scale warden. That's what it was. When is he supposed to get here? What's
Ooh,
ETA on that?
that'd be
Somebody
ETA.
call that guy.
ETA.
And your telepathic connection ends.
God damn it! Hello?
Same shit.
Hello?
Is this
Same
thing on?
shit, different day.
You all have to reconnect if you want to enact.
Die.
God damn it!
God damn!
Magic fucking shell.
Yeah, where's that dragon at?
Not here yet. You were told last that he was going to be here in a day, and it has not been a day.
How long has it been since the day was mentioned?
Like 3 hours.
Fuck.
Actually, no, it's probably been like 6.
30 minutes.
We got time.
30 minutes.
Okay,
A
so
lot
that-
has transpired in 30 minutes.
It was the first war council meeting you guys had. We were told that, so it was like
Who's-
about 6 hours ago.
Who's with the Primus right now?
Me.
Oh, that's right. Maybe see if he has any way to know where the dragon's at, like how they're keeping contact or whatever with it.
Very nice.
Are you with Akuchi? How are you going to tell him to do that?
Oh wait, did
Yeah,
our bond actually end? Or was
Yeah,
he-
you guys been
Oh.
talking for like half an hour. Yeah, it's
Oh.
gone.
I thought that shit lasted for a long time.
It lasts for an hour, and it
Oh.
took. Not only did you use it while the whole thing was going on. Yeah,
We
all
took
this shit.
liberties. We took
Yes.
liberties.
I gave you quite a lot.
It's
Okay,
over
I'm
now.
just,
Before the bond
I'm
ended.
just slowly
I'm going to
making
get to
my
this so I
way
can do this again.
down this way.
Before the bond ends. Is that right?
Help!
My leg.
I guess then
Gorin.
we gotta fall back.
Or
Regroup.
what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, I'll probably just discuss with the Primus and Amir what we think we should do from here immediately. If we should wait or try to wait for people to come to where we are.
I think our plan though was for us to meet up on the west end. All of the champion, all of us, and then send the other champion too.
I think you guys would have to come through basically where I'm at. So I think, right? Or would we go and try to meet up with Lepator now?
Yeah.
I think everybody's moving that way now.
I'm trying to find the Primus either way. I can fly, bitch, you know?
Well,
Okay.
don't brag.
Well, I can
It came
run,
at a pretty bad cost, though, okay?
I can
Let me
run
brag a
faster
little
than you
bit.
can fly. So.
Raise your hand if you can fly with or with another animal. I can fly. He can fly.
Well,
He can
if
fly.
we're doing this, raise your hand if you're immune to death.
That's still a little suspicious.
That's a finger.
That's suspicious.
That's finger.
Was that
I don't know, you
Marco
should
or
be
is that
bragging
Benrick
about that.
talking?
I stabbed
Both.
Benrick.
I think I'm Marco.
Marco's just like crawling back. My legs.
You've been talking shit.
Marco, you never told me you were part no.
I can smell it.
I can smell it on you.
Okay, we
Smell
have
it now.
we have standing orders or standing plan at least for all of us to meet on Lepator, so we can operate on that. Okay.
Okay.
What we do on the
Jesus
way
Christ.
is up to the character, but we are headed to Lepator in the general sense. We know that. So
Okay. All you or all your forces?
just us. Venric would command the Fremet Guard to not completely disperse, but to kind of form a line behind the devils.
Move them.
Oh,
You should all have control of them now. Oh, you're your dude.
Oh, this is gonna get hectic.
I love that. I'm a big fan of this.
Everybody
Boom.
should have access to what you need. Go ahead and start forming them
Pirates
up.
in the middle.
Everybody has access to the. Whoa! You know, it's so lucky. I got scared because if I moved them there, like I would never be able to get them out of there because I could never. I have all my tokens on my screen. Those would have been stuck there forever.
Your pirates are now taking hostages. It's insane.
wait, actually.
And-
Western side.
Just for
Yeah.
like I kind of get like I didn't put exact numbers on them, right? So I just used tokens to kind of show like the quantity or like strength. So the Firmament Guard have quite a few, like a large quantity, but they're way stronger. So I used less tokens. Whereas like the pirates, there's a fuck ton of them, but they're gonna die in like 1 or 2 like hits, basically. Same for the Severed. I will note that the Severed do have cavalry, with the war beasts, as well as the Elven warriors do have cavalry as well.
Is that what the trebuchet is?
No, the trebuchet is the trebuchet.
What is it? I don't know what that is.
It's a catapult type thing.
Oh shit, yeah. I didn't know that word. Sorry.
Trebuchet is made out of trebuchet.
Wood.
Trebs. Treble. No base.
So I have control of those, Colin?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
And are we like gonna try and like push in over here, or like
think so.
make our way out?
Once we link up, I think we're going like total. I'm pretty sure we're going total west side.
Yeah, like I don't want to draw on the map, but like an arrow, like going directly.
draw on the
east
map.
side.
Draw on the map.
Please draw on the map.
Like,
Please.
okay.
He's moving all the trebuchets.
you doing that?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
ordered that?
Who
I mean, are
ordered
we gonna
that? Shut
are
the
we gonna
fuck
bring
up.
like our force in directly from that way, like in?
Belay that order. Put the trebuchet back.
Do you not want the trebuchets going there?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right.
And then I believe I split the elves, the Hallowed Harriers, and the Eloic Men. I might have given them to Guidus, Akuji, and Lepitor. I think I gave you 3 because you didn't have like the biggest forces like these other 3 did. So I split those guys between you, so you can all control
Those guys.
those freaking
Them's
guys. You could all control them.
Devin rage quit, I think.
Yeah, he's pissed. I'd be too. You guys got outplayed hard.
Playing like shit.
Why? What do you mean by that? Where do you know that we don't?
You didn't see the meteors coming? Come on.
Round 2, dumbass.
They're fucking huge in the sky. Come on, like, look up.
Open your eyes. It's not that hard.
Let's get some fucking hype to it. Where the fuck's this thing at? Hello?
So,
Huh?
Roll.
Hey.
Ah, there you are.
I'm going up here.
It's so scary, bro.
Cause you.
Those dudes, if it was me, they'd be stuck there forever. There's so many tokens, I would not be able to get them out.
Why can I move Nyrex? I'm just kidding. Oh, why'd you send me a character sheet?
Mikey, if you would please.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Nyrex is back.
I'm for sure fighting him now.
He's like, first off, Nyrex is just gonna find Guidus.
It's personal.
Okay, so while you guys all mobilize your forces, you all attempt to rejoin back together on the western side with Lepitor to see how this is all going to go. While the Firmament Guard begin to push up to the back lines of the devilish forces that are coming forth nonstop, a good safe distance from the portals, but in the need of backup, are able to join there.
The Firmament Guard's just going in.
Yeah, they're just fighting. I'll say it takes about an hour for you all to rejoin. Actually, I'm gonna have let's have Lepitor roll a d4, please.
Marco, what are we doing, bud? I'm scared, cuz.
4.
Unconscious.
4. It's going to take approximately to instruct like all these individuals and make your way safely together. It's going to take about 4 hours for you all to combine and
Damn,
join
The
up.
fuck, Jordan?
God damn it! Why'd I have to roll high?
Because of the disruption from the meteor strike, communication between factions is very difficult at the time. And you guys get frustrated with like people are like, "Where am I going? Where I'm over it," and then you have to grab them by the collar of their shirt and point them in the right direction.
Stab a couple.
So about 4 hours go by. You all currently have 57 hours until the eclipse. Not the eclipse, the solstice. That's an eclipse, basically.
But we're grouped back up.
Yes, you all rejoin each other.
Asking the Primus, do we have a way of contacting the dragon that's coming?
Amir says, I could send a message if you would need it. I'm fairly tapped out for the time being, but I have one more left.
If we can just get a rough idea of how much longer it's going to take till he can get here, I think that would be valuable to know.
If you could tell it, like, to really haul ass.
Why is there only one coming? Why can't the rest of them?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
buddy.
Ask that, actually.
Oh, buddy.
Amir waves his hand, a little magical glyph appears, and he speaks into it. First Fang, just curious, how much longer until you arrive? Oh, he said it'll be about 6 hours, and he's a little upset.
That's normal, though, isn't it?
Why is he upset?
Do you want to talk about it?
Call him
I
back.
could ask him again tomorrow.
What's wrong, buddy?
Hey, just checking in again. How you doing?
Hey, hey, bud, just me.
A lot of us have died. Are you almost here?
So 6 hours till Big Kahuna. What's his name? First Fang. Is that what we said?
First hand.
First.
Colin,
Yeah.
Wait.
as we're rounding on the west side here, as we get closer, I would like to make a tactical assessment on the west side wall for an investigation check for any type of details that Venner can see on the west side.
Yes, roll me an investigation check.
Is that like a feat or something?
Yep, tactical assessment. So I have a superiority die on top of the d20 here.
No, I'm just making shit up.
So it's a 17 on investigation. Plus 2, so 19. Plus a 3, so 22.
Okay. On a 22, you can ask specifically what are you specifically trying to figure out?
Is there a specific weak point on the wall that with minimal amount of explosives, whether that be fireball or like bombs, could we make the biggest hole for our forces to push through on the west side?
Yes. atop this kind of like I didn't mark it because I didn't want to clutter the map too much, but as you guys go up the west side, it is more hilly. Not like exactly like those hills where you drew that arrow. That is like actual hills. But enough so that you can get a good vantage point. On a 22, you deduce that right, and I'll draw it right here. Come on. That right here, there is like a gap between the wall where one of the structural supports maybe broke or like from something happened. Maybe it was even during the meteor storm. And a small little crack has formed there where there was one structure, notably close. Also on a 22, I'm going to. Can you please give me an Arcana check? I know it's gonna suck.
It's okay.
Can you Arcana me a? Hold on.
Inspiration.
Arcana you.
Arcana. these
Can
nuts in
can you
your
give
mouth?
our
All right, let's go. We got the bullet die.
Bullet die.
What the hell is that?
Here we go. Here we go.
That's one, huh?
Well, I'm gonna shoot myself. That's gonna be a 4.
Whoa, whoa,
Using
Whoa,
this dice.
whoa,
whoa!
whoa! How's it going?
Yeah, on a 4, you gain
Nothing.
else, but you still know that there's a weak spot there. As well as there is a spot that seems to be even more fortified along this part and this part. Like
Okay.
where
Kinda where
there
the
should be
spires
doubles
are.
at the walls, but there are like guard towers and stuff posted up there more so than in any other parts that you've seen so far.
Copy.
That's probably nothing.
So you think the circle is supposed to be like the weak
That's the weak
spot,
point.
maybe? Okay.
Okay.
That would
good
be the
stuff.
best spot to go for.
So, gentlemen, the explosives we deploy in that specific area are going to yield a higher result than anywhere else on the wall. So that's where we're going to target
Is the
with
second,
whatever we end up using.
Is the second wall in front of that one, or is it behind it?
It is in front of it. I just didn't have time to.
Is it,
It's really hard to make. a
Come on, what
circle
are we
with that
doing?
shit.
is it like shortly in front of it, or is it like kind of spaced out?
Immediately, like maybe there's like 40 feet maybe between the two, but on this map perspective, it's not even noticeable. Like
Okay.
they're right on top of each other.
The
And
walls
the
are
walls on the inner circle are higher than the ones on the outer.
Ah,
what I've written down here is the double wall 30 feet tall. So are the inner walls 30 feet tall or the outer walls 30 feet tall?
The outer walls are 30 feet tall, and the
So-
inner walls are maybe like 5, like not like huge, but enough that they could peer over.
So 30, 35-ish.
And can you explain the walls themselves again? I mean, are they like
It was the
completely
architecture, like,
solid,
style.
or is it just like a
There
solid metal wall going up? Like,
Art Deco.
Yeah, it's a little Art Deco, a little retro. It's this dark
okay.
kind of black stone. Some parts of it look to be like cut and formed. Others just seem like natural appendages that stick out of the ground that have been warped into a wall. There
Very
isn't
modern.
a lot of metal reinforcement. It is mostly stone that has been piled on top of itself, and that architecture is the same for the buildings within.
Is it kind of porous, kind of like that wall that we went into when we got to the Constricted guy's place in hell?
No, not porous, not like that one. This looks to be like solid. Like it was like raised out of the ground via a stone-shaped spell or something.
Okay.
that's not possible.
Aha, dispel magic. No wall there.
Ooh,
Fuck, he's
counter
thinking.
spell.
Holy
Fuck, why didn't I think of that?
Oh wait, the anti-magic field. He did think of it.
Inside Divinity Field.
Divinity Field, dumbass.
Divinity.
True.
Oh, it's just divinity?
Just Divinity.
Only divine power, brother.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Just
otherwise this whole plan
divinity.
would be so hard.
That's a
Awful.
good thing to put in mind as well. Because of that field, any bypassing of that, like your knowledge of this, your most healing magic will become inert while within the field fully. That includes your Aloic Mend, your Hallowed Harriers, and any spell casting that you are able to do until the divine field is brought down and the 3 anchors are destroyed. That will remain in effect. And if somebody wants to make me a Arcana check, or a pure intelligence check to deduce the radius on that anti-divinity field, you can do that
Dude,
now.
I'm really good at both of those.
Redless will do it.
Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, is it where you joke?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with it.
I can't do it. I'm nowhere near you guys.
Alright.
I'm slowly.
Inspiration
Turtle
though.
Sure.
Ooh, couple trees.
Damn, those rolls are ass. We got a
It's
18.
gonna be the fattest shit.
18. That's good enough.
So much fiber.
You take a minute and depart from the group just a little further to the east to try to use your spellcraft to gauge where that magical wall is coming in at, and you are able to deduce, not exactly, but are able. Oops. An approximate distance.
It's a big fucking circle.
It's a big word, Dromo.
Big circles for a big bad.
I don't like that.
Make it a different color. Green,
We gotta get rid of all 3 to drop it right.
white.
What if we use an anti-magic field? Would that negate the anti-divinity field?
Good. If you have access to that.
Corman, why are you talking about spells?
He's been
Yeah,
doing a lot of reading.
He's
He's been
been
doing a lot of
You
reading.
know how to read.
I don't know how.
There are lessened effects outside of that radius, but within that, healing there will be no healing whatsoever from potions, from your magical capabilities, 0. As well as if you do not destroy that, the Aloic Men will basically be useless as medic.
Where do we know about where the anchors are? Are they all on the tower, or are they kind of spread out throughout the city?
I think you said top tower, like the top.
That's where
of it.
they. Okay.
Yeah.
Tippy-top?
If I'm not wrong, when
I-
they looked at it, was like the very top was the source.
Not exactly. They said that there were 3 different anchors that all connected to a central sigil at the top. There was like a electrical pole or whatever, There's 3 at the base somewhere hidden behind the walls, and they all connected to the top, which is where the identity. So you're right. If you destroy the top part, that might work. For on a bigger scale, but the bottom parts are what is powering it, and the top part is more of like a conduit or where it's actually being dispersed from. So you could do either or. It's just you'd have to fly up hundreds of feet in the sky and bring down an enormous tower instead of the shit on the.
Probably the heavily guarded things.
The towers.
Yeah. There's probably I'm guessing there's a third one.
Nah, you don't
say
think. You don't think.
So I'm
Is that a
basically
third
useless
tower?
until this is done for, and as well as all our Thertic.
No, I don't
As far
think
as
you guys
healing.
are. as far as healing, yeah. Regular spells that don't deal with divine magic
you're not
are
divine.
fine.
Oh, nah, I ain't divine.
No,
You-
Hell no,
Not even
not
close.
me.
we know that.
You heavy. You unholy. Like Nyrax.
You're from the trenches, bro.
You're from
This
8
is so
Mile.
much
I'm not gonna
fun.
lie. You're from 8 Mile.
This is fucking awesome.
Hell is basically Detroit.
Fuck yeah!
Our best deal ever.
You a Detroit dog.
You're straight from Chirac.
I would do
What-
anything for you, even
You might be
kill
from
Wrath if you
Memphis.
told me to.
You might be
Please
from
give me
Houston.
something to fight. Something big.
You might be from Cypress Hill.
You
I'm
might
not
be
gonna
from
lie.
Baltimore. There's no divine energy there.
He big dogged you.
Torment, if there were comms, you should keep them clear.
Wait, who made Marco so big for
Fuck
a second?
off!
What the fuck? What happened?
He's so
Let's go,
handsome.
Marco!
He's so
I got
handsome.
one of them special
He's
mushrooms.
So handsome.
What did he do?
I love that man.
He's been holding this in the whole time?
Just go hit the tower, dumbass.
Just
Fucking
go hit the
Ant-Man.
tower.
Shrek to it, fucking big gingerbread man.
Be good.
Dude, these Etheretics, the mages haven't. They kind of used all their magic though, didn't they?
A lot of their high level spells. Most of them are sixth. I'll say all the ones you have at your disposal are up to sixth level spellcasters, and
Okay.
they do have like third levels and down.
And those aren't the ones that are making the bombs.
Those are included in that as well. Those are the ones.
Okay.
They could use fireballs instead. If we don't want bombs.
Why don't we just put all the fireballs inside of one device
How you want to do that?
and we
Nicholas?
and we just send it?
How you want to do that?
It's like it's like you know,
Open
it's
the
like
bag. Open the
fireball-
bag. I'm gonna shoot it.
If we
Fireball.
stuff the bag full of fireballs, and we're able to
Well, if only we had a
And we
bag that
put
was like
some of these
endless.
diffusers in there. It's big.
take the wall and we could break it open and
How big are these bombs, though?
I
they're
believe
about
they're
this
like-
big. Like a
That's
football.
it.
Like
Yeah.
Tormund's head almost.
You know how far I can throw a football, by the way?
65 yards.
Go long!
Yeah, he's dodging.
We know how far Tormund could throw that shit. Motherfucker dislocated his shoulder, chucking a spear through a demon prince skull
I'll die for the
like a
TD.
mortar cannon.
I'll
Oh.
die for those 6 points.
That's what Tormund should do. He should pick up all those rods that Wrath keeps chucking down, just throw
And
them back.
Sacrifice. Yes, I
Throw 'em
agree.
back.
I don't
Return
think I
to
could.
sender.
I don't think I could touch those.
Sacrifice your shoulder. Just keep dislocating
But
it.
I think they would hurt me if I touched them, right, Colin?
It sounds like you're trying to get out of it because you're like, Colin, I couldn't do that, right?
I'm down to do it if it's not gonna fucking burn the skin off my hand when I touch it.
You
Well,
want to
think about
go
it.
out
What's wrong with that?
on the battlefield and get one?
Are they any close?
roll
be
me,
polite.
roll me a
Big ol'-
d20.
Oh, I feel
Oh,
good about
excuse me.
this. Don't
Just
add
coming
anything?
through.
Don't add anything?
No.
Bastard.
Oh,
You
just
know
gonna
what?
squeeze right by you here.
Come on.
Whoop.
Ooh, a nice little 4.
There are none near you, but you do see one about 100 feet behind Nyrax.
Oh,
That's probably the closest one you
fuck.
see. Who's over here now? He's
One of the
green.
Fremen guard could pick it up for
Also,
you.
keep in mind, he's in the thick of it.
Into the thick of it. Well, the Pharemic
Two
Guard
birds,
are
one
kind of
stone.
behind Nyrax, right? So, can I? Are there a lot of enemies between me and the thing?
Yes.
Like how many? Ballpark.
Oh my god.
200.
That's a lot.
You got
Like
this.
this.
I'm pretty
Easy.
fucking fast though.
I'm pretty I'm pretty fucking fast.
Are they fighting?
I c-
Yeah. They're not just like on a smoke break chilling. Like, hey, what are you guys planning on doing after this?
They're all
Oh,
holding their action for Tormund.
Also,
Yeah, they're all holding their action in case anybody
they're
runs up
looking
to
at me.
them.
They're looking at me. Do it.
NPC energy.
Please.
Could I get some sort of protection before I go do this?
Sure, I'll give it to you.
No, wait. What are you giving me?
Protection.
No more.
What
No
does
more
that mean?
damage can be taken. I'm also not the healthiest right now.
damn, sounds like we should take a short rest, or like we did take one, right?
Or a long rest.
I'll say between the time, if you guys wanted to take a short rest, easily you could have done that.
Are there
Dang.
are there Ferment Guard near the thing?
Yeah.
Could we order one of them?
Wait, you're saying we can
to-
take a short rest right now? Sorry, interrupted. My bad.
Yeah. To try and grab it or see if they can get.
How do
near
you
it?
how do you plan to get that order out to
Hey!
forces miles
Hey!
away?
No, I don't want to do that because then the enemy could hear. You could.
I think music picked up.
Here, let
We're in
me
war, baby.
roll my hit dice and then I'll get back to you. I'll get some health back.
Rolls everything. All 11 die.
Primus says, "It seems as if we're going to be." Oh God! It seems as if we're planning this attack. Would you like the champions to go on the eastern front, or would you rather them try to assault the west side with us?
I think we send them kind of the east side, right? Have some.
Or high.
Wasn't the original plan to keep them on the plan they originated with, without us?
I mean,
Or am I incorrect on that one?
I know at some point that was talked about, but I don't recall what if that was what they were going to do or not.
Using my arcane recovery.
Maggie? It couldn't be.
Oh my god.
That's literally Maggie. And why is Marco so big? he was a
Don't worry about it.
he was a Titan the whole time.
That's Attack on Titan.
He's the
He
Titan
was the-
of beautifulness. I don't know.
Cooking up my
Tight-
special food on this short rest.
Come on,
Get the walk ready.
I got 6 orders coming in.
What are you cooking, Akuji? What are you making? What are you whipping up?
Oh, we're making a let's think here. Lobster
Ariel?
ravioli
Lobster
bolognese.
ravioli. I like that bolognese. All right, you all get a delicious bowl of lobster ravioli bolognese. An incredible mixture of cultures.
What does that give
That's
us?
crazy.
It's all Italian.
What does that give us?
I just get treats that 9, or I guess I'm cooking food for...
Everyone gets a lobster ravioli roll. Here you go. One for you, one for you.
But it gets
Okay,
oh
so
boy.
Oh, delicious. Oh.
this is... I guess it's like a
Get
thing
that
that can give everyone 1d8 hit points if you eat it.
Yeah, you could save a hit dice if you need it.
Wait, I'm gonna lose points?
Say damage? What the fuck? So does he roll the dice?
So if anyone needs extra health, basically.
Does he roll the?
I think that's
the
how that
D8 or
works.
do we?
What do you think, Tormund?
I would think him. What? What the fuck?
It's all been Marco this whole time.
Make him smaller.
Gross.
No, the Citadel.
Marco's just like he's just like floating up to the top of the tower.
I'll end this.
Oh!
Be good. Descends.
I got 1 more HP from that D8. All right, Colin, I'm gonna try and do this.
Okay.
I'm going to just fully, not trying to engage with anybody, unless I have to kill him to get through. I'm just trying to run, grab that thing if I can, and get out.
Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just trying to sprint? Use your speed to avoid any danger.
My speed, yeah, I'm not very stealthy.
Okay. That'll lower the DC, because you're really good at that.
Before you
I'm
leave,
going-
I'm gonna cast something. I'm gonna give
Tormund's
you
gone.
Death
I'm just
Ward.
kidding.
Never mind. Okay.
No. Death Ward? That'd
I-
be sick.
No, it's too late. I'm gone.
No, I'm
I
not.
tried to give it to you.
He's gone.
I
He's
can't
gone.
find
He said he was gone.
It's my character. I put the way I want.
All right.
He's
I'm,
already
like,
there.
for it. I'm sitting there like working super hard, getting the spell ready. Tormund. Oh,
Dust.
Last dance.
he left.
No. I'm in like my blocks. I'm getting ready to take off.
That'll save me a 4th level slot. Perfect.
No.
All right, carry
No.
on.
Give me the fucking spell.
Nothing spell.
What does the Death Ward do?
It wards you from death.
The first time the target would drop to 0 hit points, you instead drop to 1. So basically, if you get killed, you don't die. But you can take damage that would kill you. You don't die. You're still up.
So I stay. I get like a second chance, second win.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, you gotta pop up.
It's crazy.
You only
We're-
have 1 hit point. When
I
you
got
come
ray
back
gun.
up.
Get me up.
We're about to see Tormund get 200 opportunity attacks.
Fucking better not be. All right,
Uh,
I'm gonna take off.
you are going to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Just
Oh,
run.
that's his bread and butter right there.
Actually, no. It'll be a dex check first. Dexterity check.
Okay.
Oh wow, 8 hours.
Oh, it's the same. So.
And another concentration spell. Let's go.
Ooh, a 21.
Nice. You beat the DC. You are able to speed through the battlefield, kicking it into high gear. You traverse past Firmament Guard, who are currently building up palisades and blocks. Archers are preparing bows and readying themselves as you jump over one set, and it kind of reminds you of sprinting across Protunheim in the first day that the Titan attacked the city, and you are running by the army as they are being attacked from all sides by flying creatures. There are arrows, fireballs, all sorts of things going by, and eventually you have to barrel through a group of devils, and you see one of the spears there. Off maybe like 300 feet in the sky, you see the enlarged form of Nyrax, who is whipping with his gigantic sword through droves of demonic creatures. And for a split second, you fear like that heat emanate. That you feel that heat. You feel that heat emanating off of him, and are reminded of your time in hell. You get to a spot, and you have to cleave through this like small amalgamation of demonic bodies. Before they can even lay a finger on you, you cut through them. Embedded in the ground is one of these elongated spears of some kind in the ground, little faint embers emanating off of them.
If I put my hand towards it, does it like repel me? Is it like hot? Is it
Which hand do you use?
my my good arm? So I think that's my left.
The one that doesn't have the shield on it?
Yes, correct.
It does feel hot, like as you get closer to it.
Like uncomfortably hot, like like putting your hand on a
Yeah.
hot pan. You're like, ooh, look.
Yeah,
Spit on it. Spit on it.
does feel hot
All right, what about my other arm?
to your uncovered hand. You wave your other hand forward, and there is a strange sensation you feel of like a pull, and the spear embeds itself into your gauntleted hand by the hilt. And you are holding on to it.
And this doesn't hurt me. It's nothing. It's just. Does it feel any sort of way? Like.
Feels hot
Yeah.
a little bit. It feels pretty nicely weighted, and you notice as it got pulled out of the ground, the end of it isn't just a perfect point. There seems to be like a bladed or a curved edge to it. So it's not really like a spear. It could be considered more of like a pole arm or a glaive or something of that caliber.
And now that I'm holding it, could my other hand touch it still, or does it still feel uncomfortable? So.
You go and touch it, and it does begin to like feel intensely hot, and your skin begins to burn a little bit. It feels like you're going to take damage if you hold on to it for too long.
Okay, yeah, I'll just keep it in my right hand.
Okay.
And then I'll get the fuck out of there. Actually, on the way out too, can I kind of swing it and hit some of these dudes?
Yeah.
I just want to see what it's capable of.
Kill a couple
Roll me
thousand
an
real quick.
attack.
Like just.
Just one attack roll.
Okay, so am I saying like I add the same shit?
Yeah.
22.
As you cleave it through this like gross blobby creature, you notice that the embers that are on this, they feel kind of like soft and malleable to the touch, but as soon as they make contact with them, everything stiffens up like rock hard, and it cuts through them cleanly. Whereas Wrath has been using them as some sort of projectile, they are whatever this item is that he's able to create. It is a wonderfully crafted item. In your you can consider it as a +2 for your purposes glaive. And any damage on top of that, you do an extra d6 fire damage while wielding.
This was a great idea, guys. Yeah, that was fucking sick. My current glaive that I was using wasn't plus anything, right? It was just a normal glaive.
I don't think so.
magical. Yeah.
Yeah, a little magical enchantment.
Cool. I'll still keep it, my normal glaive, but I'll just keep it on my back.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll run back to the champions.
It takes him about half an hour for all this to occur, but eventually Tormund sprints back across, wielding this kind of embery weapon that just looks like it's made of living ash and embers and charcoal. What do y'all do?
Yeah, so that worked. I don't know if I'm gonna be throwing this, but I can definitely handle it.
Heck yeah.
If the opportunity, comes, I'll try to throw it, but as of now, I'd like to use this in battle as much as possible.
Sorry.
Oh, what's that?
That's it. That's the turtle coming. The whole time.
Yeah.
Good turtle noise.
Alright. I guess from here, should we rest? I guess this is where we do our rest and let the magic people make the bombs. Do we keep going north?
I mean, rest for sure. On all fronts, I think. The only forces engaged currently are the ones from Hell, so I think rest for sure.
I think they have.
How'd they holding up?
Too.
Perception check.
Persuasion.
They're getting
Colin,
fucked
could
up.
I have made a perception check when I was looking at Nyrax too?
Can I also do a perception check?
Yeah, you can make it. Torvik can make it with advantage.
I'd like to hit Benrick with
You insta kill him.
22.
his body disintegrates.
26.
Yeah, right. 11.
You are distracted by the spear, Tormund. As you are examining where like the lines of battle are going, you do note that the devils are being pushed back. Not like significantly, like they're losing, but there's an ebb and flow to frontline war, and they are currently on the retreating end of losing ground slowly. But not, it doesn't look like it's lost, like an immediate danger.
Are they still? I mean, it's not my perception, so I should. Hey, Benrick, are they still coming out of the portals?
Yeah, 26. What's going on?
Yeah, they're still coming out of the portals.
Okay, right on.
Nice.
We might
But-
empty out hell by this point.
Yep.
Where they surprised the demons by coming through, now that the demons have rallied, the elemental kind of brutes are walking up and cleaving through soldiers' lines, and the element of surprise is now long past, and now it is just like a war of attrition. They might
And-
gain some ground, lose some ground.
Does Nyrax look worried?
No, he doesn't care.
He's having a good time.
Yeah.
Are they still like delegating their forces to us? Like people splitting off east and west? Or are they just fucking fuck it, fight the devils?
You notice there is a significant amount that are moving from the western side. Like they are definitely maneuvering forces from the western side to the front lines, which is why that the devils are being pushed back because they're being outnumbered, as well as reinforcing the east side. So you know that they've seen something along the eastern front and the northern front and regard that as more of a threat than what you guys are doing. Eating full fucking forests.
So the plan's working-ish, kind of.
Yes, currently.
Okay. And how much longer do we think until we're in position?
Well, you all just wanted to join up with Lepitor. It was just like mainly you. As far as like moving your forces, that's gonna be like a whole day's time
Right.
to maneuver. Especially if you want to move the trebuchets. If the Pharamic Guard are just going to be at the, that front line kind of part, that's fine. The Severed are pretty mobile, as well as the Elven warriors. You've kind of gone in with a guerrilla force here on the west, so a lot faster than it normally would be. The trebuchets would hold you back.
Maybe we should just leave the trebuchets and have them just
Help
fire into the
Up
crowd.
front line.
Yeah.
How far is the Sea Dragon from all the action right now?
It has been 4 hours.
Maggie.
It's not moving very quick. I mean, it does make a log distance, but it's definitely faster in the water.
Yeah.
I'd say anywhere. You can make me an intelligence, or it'll be a nature check, actually. Nature check.
Nature.
It is 15 miles away.
That's gonna be a 8.
It could take. You know it's going to take at least another 8 hours before it gets within range that you can even start attacking. Like, before it's in sight, 4 hours. Before it can actually make an impact on the battlefield, at least 8, if not more.
Yep. Feels good.
Then I want to make either perception or something just to find like the best cover for the troops we have here in this little corner, so we can rest better, sleep a little better at
Gotcha.
night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a natural 20 for a 26.
Nice. I will allow for a natural 20. I will allow you to make a stealth roll with advantage for your entire army as you like gauge out the surrounding to completely hide your forces from sight.
That's 31.
Holy shit. Oh, that's right, because you have the thing.
Yeah.
You find a trek of like decayed tree, like what was once a forest and shrubbery, and a valley of hills. You were able to completely maneuver your forces wherever you would like to on this western line, without being seen at all. And you especially you believe that like this path would lead up to this spot up here between these hills, which would be a perfect spot for either like a cavalry rush, or a full-on assault from this little valley, being completely undetected. That's from the ground forces. From the sky, that's a different, but that's not where the
Okay.
bulk of their scary stuff is at. The bulk of their scary stuff's on the ground.
Or go attack.
It's your-
Daylight's wrap. Let's
Daylight's
go.
wrap. Oh my god. It
Daylight's
scales
wrap,
with
let's
his size.
Okay,
Oh,
so
fuck.
you guys said that you wanted the champions to go on the eastern front. Would you like them to start making their way there now?
How long would it take
Um,
for them to get from
a
west to
few
east?
hours, maybe like 4 hours to get across.
Can they
Safely,
rest?
correct?
Can they rest while doing that?
No,
You can't rest while moving.
no.
How are they
Can you?
looking? Are they like still?
They're fairly damaged as well.
One of them has like sleep apnea.
Dalen kind of says, "Yeah, we're a bit hurt, but we've taken nastier scratches before, and we'll be okay. We're pretty good at snaking around."
Insight check.
Insight check. Roll with.
He's lying. He's on death's door.
Yeah,
They've never
it's
seen
2D.
battle.
He has so much fear in
18.
his eyes.
18.
He's posturing for sure, but there's still a confidence in it.
Okay, hear me out. Maybe we just leave the east side as like, as horrible as it sounds, kind of write that side off as they're all gonna die. The pirates aren't gonna make it.
Total loss.
That's just fodder.
Scum.
And then we keep the champions for whenever our first
Fuck it, I'm gonna
thing
make a deal
arrives.
with Nyrax.
Oh shit!
Okay.
And whenever the
There-
dragon arrives, he can fight the guy. Hopefully, bring him to the ground, and we can send the champions to help kill Wrath.
All the pirates' souls on the field right now. Give them power. All their souls are yours.
It's a deal.
Nyrax, kill
Damn
Wrath.
good deal.
Damn good deal.
Kill Wrath.
Damn good
All
deal.
those hundreds
Damn good
of
deal.
thousands of souls are yours. Nyrax, you kill Wrath, you can have this plane.
Because I feel like Wrath's really our biggest what if right now.
I don't
We
even
keep
think
giving him
Wrath-
what he
Yeah,
wants.
I don't think he could
We
take
keep
down
him
Wrath.
happy. We keep him happy.
Wrath
He
ain't
is an
easy,
asset.
bro.
You don't think who can take down
Elbrem
Wrath?
speaks up.
Nyrax.
He says,
That's not who I'm talking about.
I know, I'm just saying for myself.
Yeah, that was our plan originally. Was we were gonna try to assault Wrath. We're gonna try to split off somebody, take out some of the definitive tethers, and then we were gonna strike at Wrath first before anything else. He's probably the biggest threat. and we've got a little bit of a personal grudge. So if you want us to all roll out together and us to take over if he comes at us, we can do that.
I mean, what does everybody else think? I mean, they rest until the dragon gets here, and then hope they just all just kind of go at once, try and get Wrath out of the air.
Yeah, I think we all need to be as close to 100% as we can be for a fight with Wrath. And
Well, that would just be for the champions, not us.
I know, yeah. Sorry, that's what I'm meaning more so is for them to be at 100%.
Okay.
If they're going to try.
Yeah, we should all rest.
Because I think
then
the
do we
west
need to
side
take
is
down
just
the-
pressure.
Yeah.
Do we need to still take down the divinity field before fighting Wrath?
I don't think necessarily.
Isn't
no,
that what
because he'll probably be
Rube said?
fighting outside, right?
Well, why do you think that, though?
Why do I think that he'll be?
Well, mainly Leprator. Like, what makes you say that?
Isn't that what Prue said? Is that they were going to try and take it down first and then go after Wrath?
Yeah, we were going to try to sneak in and take out at least one of the tethers, and we assumed he would, he would come to meet us. And then
Oh, okay.
upon victory, we could take out the rest. That was what we thought.
So it was just a luring technique, really. is what you're
Yeah,
trying to-
from our past experiences, Wrath is a enormously egotistical creature.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to be confronted, and if postured up against his own strength, he will bite. So if we
How-
take out one of those things that are under his protection, he'll strike. I can guarantee it.
How big's our dragon compared to his dragon? Do you know?
The first fang,
Yes.
way bigger.
Oh,
Sick.
I was expecting worse. I wasn't expecting that answer.
That's
Kind of
fucking
threw me
sick.
off, honestly.
Khal-Zinad is an ancient, one of the first dragons of creation.
I hear you, but we haven't seen the abomination yet, and it seems to be a big deal. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you tell me, is that a bad idea? Send our dragon to send him down to the ground, and then you all follow up.
The Dragonborn Demacia speaks up. She says, "It's entirely possible. The problem is that Khal-Zinad's not really a tactical creature. Their enormous size doesn't allow them to be precise. As well as we're afraid of them being swarmed by the sky, the legions in the sky. So we're going to utilize them as a sort of perimeter control. Wherever the lines seem to falter or break, we would use them to reinforce. But if you think that utilizing them to try is a greater use, we were also scared that Wrath would just strike them out of the sky with their artillery."
Who are we talking about? Talking like about us striking out like the Harriers? Is that who you're talking about?
No, you asked if you could use the first fang and against Wrath, and she said you could. It'd be scary because he could just kill the dragon, and then we're down that. Or the legions in the sky will just attack them, and he's going to be distracted regardless.
Yeah, I think maybe keeping Khal-Zinad on perimeter might be better.
Yeah, and they were planning to just use him to like go wherever it was getting bad.
He's gonna take out this fucking wall.
You could do that too if you wanted.
Well, okay. Also, based off what you just said, is he gonna show up and be like, "I don't care what you want me to do. I'm gonna go do the first big bad thing I see"? Is he a complete wild card? I guess is what I'm asking.
Not a wild card, but dragon. Tomasi says, definitely not a wild card, but dragons are egotistical in their own. And he's lost many of his family from these two, so I would expect the only one who could hold sway would be the Primus. And she looks over, and the Primus says,
If we give him an order, he will carry through. But I'm unsure if presented with Wrath or Zenith, if they will not attack them outright.
at their own peril.
What do you mean that many of his siblings were killed? Like the other?
He's the last of the Scale Warriors. The others have fallen throughout the years.
I think the dragon I met a long time ago. In Vasselheim? Oh, let's go.
He was so nice to you.
I swear we were like that.
Only Goran was here. He could talk.
If we plan to rest, we need to establish battle lines. Just in case they begin to move, it would be safer for us so that we are already prepared for the fight while we rest. So if the champions would
idea.
like to lay here, we can begin surveying, setting up tents and lines. The heroic men can be deployed to reinforce either the Pharamic, wherever you would like to do that. We should begin that now before we actually rest.
Agreed.
With that, as this planning part goes, we can take our 5-minute break right here. You guys, if you want to start moving stuff or talking or whatever, it's mainly going to be you guys planning for this part. So let's just take 5 minutes and we'll rejoin and start sorting through that before you guys rest and eventually begin.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'll be back.
Oh, fuck. Hi, Macy.
That dragon does not like me, bro.
I was a little mad.
I pissed him off.
He probably knows you're on the field. That's why he's coming.
Oh,
Why don't we just use the dragon to just fly into the fucking
What?
guard towers?
Colt.
Yeah, if he's the last one, just fucking. I mean, I guess 9/11 hasn't happened yet, so we can't
Bomb rushing,
use
bro.
that as a reference. Like,
We can't.
would any of us be that crazy to be like, hey, we could just dive the fucking.
Colt.
If it comes down to it, we can also just ram
Hello?
the ancient dragons
Hi.
in a slow pace. Just destroy just the whole tower. Fuck it.
You're right. Colt.
What, Richard?
Hey man. Good shit. So
Whatever, dude. I'll be back.
no, don't go anywhere. Oh.
Richard,
Yeah.
aren't you happy now you got a spear? A glaive?
Glaive.
A
Pretty
fire
sick.
glaive?
It's basically and it's a +2, so it's even stronger.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Can you imagine you almost like didn't even do it, and you're like,
Well-
I don't know, guys.
Well, Jordan, I'm the main character, so it's like
Yeah,
it
obviously.
makes sense that I get all this course.
It makes
Uh-huh.
sense.
Yeah.
Jordan, why didn't you know that prior?
No, what?
That he was the main character, the MC.
I
Jordan,
mean, I think that was part of the plot. It's like we were supposed to figure that out along the way.
Jordan, I have a question.
Okay.
Have you been seeing my runs?
Have you? Yeah. Have you been seeing that I've been
Yeah, I just wanted you to say it. Are you proud of me?
doing kudos and all of them?
You proud
Yeah, I'm
of me?
super proud of you.
Did you say I
good.
ran a 5K?
Killing it. Yeah, without stopping.
Yeah, first one in a while. I'm getting better.
Are you like staying healthy too? Like you're not getting injuries?
Yeah, no.
Are you like crazy pain?
I've been doing a lot of like massage gun work after my runs and icing. And I'm trying to do more
Stretching?
stretching. Yeah. I'm not the greatest at it, but I'm trying to do more stretching. And so that's been helping a lot.
Yeah.
Especially because I've been upping my mileage.
Mhm.
So that is nice. Like after the 5K, I really dug in with the massage gun pretty hard and ice. Like I was,
You just
fucking-
in there,
yeah,
like-
I was getting in there, and then after I felt so
Screaming.
much
Come on! Get that nut out! Come on!
better. After I felt a lot better, like my legs felt loose and weren't like super tight.
Yeah.
And then the next day I was sore, but I wasn't nearly as sore as I thought I would be. So
Yeah. Stretching's like I say, stretching and warming up are the two like biggest things that really help
oh really? Beforehand?
with
Not
pain.
after?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like not warm up before, stretch after. So for warm up, I do like just like dynamic stretching, like body weight squats or some shit like that, just to kind of get things pumping. You should have Colin show you like the cross country stretches we
He
did.
showed me like a little bit, like the ones where you like do that, like you go. You know what I'm talking about? While you walk.
Yeah, the what do we call them? Baskets or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's like to stretch out like your whole like leg. Like
Yeah.
While you're walking, doing that. And then just like stretching out your calf, like putting it against the wall and leaning on it, you know, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it has been helping. Like I'm now at the point where I'm just trying to make sure when I run, I at least do 2 miles a minimum. And so that's what I've been doing. And then yeah, randomly
What's
try to increase one day.
what's your weekly mileage at?
So it's
Right
been
now.
For the last couple weeks, it's been around like 7-ish miles, maybe a little over 7.
Okay.
So just as I'm getting more comfortable, you know, and my legs are starting to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, because what I learned helps a lot is like focus on the weekly mileage rather than like how many miles you run at a time. Because I find like a lot of people will just be like, oh, when I go out and run this one day and do like as much as I fucking can, and then you're dead, and that's like the only run you can do.
Yeah,
And it's usually more helpful to do like if you're doing like 7-8 miles a week, split it up into like 2 miles a day. That way your body can recover and it's not so.
Yeah, I've also, so I've been, you know, I didn't want to start too strong. I've been running
Yeah.
like every other day. It's like
Mhm.
this week I actually almost have 8 miles, 7.95. So
Damn.
yeah, and I ran 3 times. So I ran,
Yeah, that's pretty
I
good.
ran last Sunday, so I took Monday off. Ran Tuesday, took Wednesday off. Ran Thursday, took Friday off. Ran yesterday.
Sick. So you're gonna be ready for the half marathon in no time. Right.
I mean, that's still so far away, but
Yeah.
the 10K feels more doable now.
hmm
You know, because if I can hit a
Yeah, you
5K
could definitely do the 10K.
without stopping, it's like what's
But like, think about it. If you just pay now, you'll be ready. Like, you'll have to commit.
Shut up. Ugh.
I paid for it. You didn't.
You didn't, Cole. No, you didn't.
We're all doing it.
D&D. We're gonna cosplay and run a half marathon.
Fuck yeah.
Gonna be
Just
sweat-
massive, massive dreads.
Colin's got so much eyeliner, it's just running down his face. He's got elf ears.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out. This might be a stupid idea.
Go ahead.
We don't want to send the big dragon too deep into the swarm because then they'll just die, apparently, right?
Yeah.
And he's huge, like really
Mhm.
big. But what if he like picked up the largest objects he could and
Go on
just
then.
flies over to his maximum altitude and just drops shit over the?
Okay, hear me out. Even dumber idea. What if he picks up the ancient dragon, takes it up all the way up, and drops him
Just
like
turtle
a
nuke.
meteor?
Turtle
Just
nuke.
turtle nuke.
Blood
Like
force
Alaska
trauma.
Boulder from SpongeBob.
I'm just saying, you know, I'd imagine he could fly pretty high and he could get a lot of.
Yeah, Colin. What if we could, not me, because I don't do spells. But what if we could cast some sort of magic that makes the turtle really light?
Yeah, he's been reading a lot of books. It's insane.
And we drop
He's
him
been-
on top of the citadel.
We can drop it on top of the citadel.
That's how we beat the game.
Why don't we just cast
And
banishment?
then as soon as he lets go, dispel it, and now all the weight comes back.
He's like, you could try it. Might not work.
If
All right, so I
If-
think is that a stupid idea?
but you know, Wrath would be like
You like
full focused on the fucking dragon if he did that. He'd be
I feel like all the
Thinking
air forces
everything.
would still follow Kazunada as like they went up and tried to.
All right, we just fly the dragon at the lowest stratosphere, and then just dive bomb. Just sacrifice your life for the
you
cause.
want him to suicide bomb at Kamikaze.
Kamikaze, baby.
Just Really.
So,
Pearl
moves.
so
Harbor.
what is the
never
dragon?
forget.
What's he gonna do then? I guess I don't really understand. Once he gets here,
He's just gonna fly around the back lines, and as shit like where there's trouble, he's gonna like swoop in, breathe
they
fire.
push our
He's gonna like
lines back.
strafe. Just
He's really
like a
he's really just an
V10
ancient
warhawk.
warhawk.
okay,
Yeah.
then
He's buzzing
Then-
around.
do we just stick to like the original plan then, and us and the champions all go in the same spot through the wall until we get to its first tether, break it. Hopefully, a wrath comes down, and then that's when we split.
Or can we all just bum rush him right there? So we have double the champions, and we just take them down quicker, less casualties, and then we can move on to the other stuff.
I'm scared of putting all your eggs in one basket, as some say.
What's that?
That's kind of
Now.
the point, though. Like, that's where we're at. You know.
I mean, I agree, but we got a lot of big eggs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's the big egg.
I mean, the dragon's big enough. I didn't know if probably wouldn't work.
Also,
But
Wrath's
if,
not
if
like.
we could have,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say if we had Khazanad on the west side, like hunkered down, hidden somehow, so whenever we do blow the thing up, Wrath comes down, and then Khazanad just like flies over the fucking hills and just like eats him or something.
Oh, we could try that. We could tell him, be like, if you want to get revenge for your siblings, we can make it like a snake attack. Have the
Yeah, but what-
champions lure in Wrath like they originally planned to do, taking out one of those pillars, and then send the dragon in to, at the very least,
assume-
kill his dragon.
Yeah, but isn't
I
that
assume
the
Khazanad
same
would
problem?
still. Yeah, I think Khazanad would still
Yeah,
die because then all the other
ultimately,
forces would just
It's
collapse.
the same plan as just sending him in, because everything's just going to go kill him, apparently.
That's not what I
Unless-
said. I said he wouldn't die. I'd say like
No.
he'd be swarmed and he'd like
Die.
then
Not
he'd
able to
be
fight.
then he can't like the moment you tell him to do something, the enemy's they're not just gonna take it.
Come
So
on.
whatever he's doing, if you want him to be mobile, that's what he does. If you want him to attack something, you're basically relegating him to whatever the fuck happens afterward. You won't be able to utilize him again.
Because he's
like,
going to
He's gonna
die.
be busy.
He's gonna
He's
be
not gonna
busy.
he
die.
won't necessarily die. It's just
He'll be getting chased and he'll
Probably
be
not
fighting a
swarmed.
million
Other.
other flying.
let
We
me
have to
remind
call
you
it as
guys,
it is.
while you guys are getting to decide where these forces are and like what they're doing, you will not have back and forth communication. So you are depending on like your soldiers to do what you tell them, and they're
Carry
gonna
out the
follow
plan.
through with that. Like the moment shit hits the fan, you won't be able to be like, oh, we definitely need to pull two from here, we need to do that. It's gonna be chaos. So you have an enormous dragon, and I'll say this: he's so big, there's no stealth, zero, unless you
It's-
like turn him fucking invisible somehow. He is an enormous brass dragon. If they already noticed the walking island coming from the east, they're gonna notice the fucking jumbo jet flying at them from the fucking west.
Shiny fucking.
Yes.
Ah, what do you mean?
It's a bird.
That's
It's a
bullshit.
plane.
You can use
Oh my
them.
God.
You have so many things at your disposal. You could do whatever you want. You could fucking ride him to the top of the tower and try to fight Zenith right away if you wanted. If that's what you fucking wanted to do, you could do that.
Is he as
But
big
when
as the primordials?
A little smaller.
Bro, he can pick up a small mountain and just drop it over them,
He
and
could
it
try.
turns into a meteor. You know what I mean?
He could try for sure. If that's what you want to do.
I
You
like
could
to
all
think of
fly
that.
on him and then just go fight Wrath on him. You could do that if you wanted.
Then he
That'd be
dies.
fucking sick.
Then he dies.
I mean,
You could pick up the weightless turtle and drop him. You could have him.
If it's weightless, you can just throw him.
which
With
is
like
a bomb.
bullet. Just
It's a bomb.
Super speed him. Yeah.
Make the
Well,
turtle
Fireball.
eat the fireballs.
Bunker buster his
Well,
ass.
well, guys, according So my readings. No, I'm kidding.
Go on.
I just know so much
He's-
about Arcana now.
He's been stealing Akuji's books at night. Whenever we're long resting, he's just reading them.
Could you have some ideas on magic spells?
Listen, I think we have a great plan. Pretty much everything except Wrath. That's my only concern.
That's
Yeah,
a
I mean, what
bitch.
are we
Don't
gonna do
worry.
with all the troop? Like, what are we gonna do with all our troops as well? Like, are they gonna follow us into the fucking fortress?
So I'm gonna draw on this map again. Sorry about you. Pushing where that green arrow's at ish into the wall, and then I imagine we're gonna have people follow us in, but they're also gonna have to kind of form a line because their army is probably gonna split at some point to try to get us from that wall. So as many people as we can send in.
And then
think.
also
gonna
from
be
the
a-
east as well. Same thing.
Yeah,
Aren't-
because I
aren't
think
there gonna
from
be
the east they're just going
in.
to start They're just going to start collapsing in on the middle in the city, just kind of putting pressure.
Aren't there also gonna be a fuck ton of people within the fort as well? It's like, do we need more people to come with us to help fight?
You're muted.
Not a fuck ton, but definitely a large
Am I muted?
quantity. Tell me.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know how many we can have come in with us, but I think there's going to be quite a few though.
Okay.
Because
so
the
we can do
army's going to
that.
be, because the army will be split in half, So even if we split our army in half, I think it's still a good matchup, kind of. Because they still got to worry about all the devils, us, and the other side.
Okay, so we're gonna blitz in, kill all these fuckers that are on the outside, form a wall to protect us, and then we're gonna blast our way through.
I think.
And then their
we-
instructions are just to hold the line.
Yeah, I think to start it, we're gonna go blow up the wall, and then as soon as that explosion happens, that's when it's like we're gonna start pushing, killing, and then hopefully making them alive.
So the boom boom happens first. Like, are we still gonna sneak in, you and me, blow it up? Then that's like the signal for everybody to.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I guess it would more be we'll start pushing up, and they're gonna be expecting us, at a certain point, and during that time, I think we could find a window to sneak in, hopefully.
Okay.
We still need to make what's it called? I guess like defenses before we take a little rest, correct? Or do we already get that straightened out?
The what?
I think
I think that's already
Honestly-
happening.
this okay.
I mean, do we actually need to lay out everybody like? Is that what you want us to do, Colin? You want us to actually put everybody like in strategic rows, or can we just say they're?
Venric will roll for it if you want.
Oh, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
This is your battle. If you all want to group up and say everybody goes memes, sure. The enemy know you exist, right? So if
Mhm.
you're willing to take that chance and just like, okay, everybody memes, trebuchets at the front. When I attack you, that's what's gonna happen. So it would be in your best interest to play as safe as you can. We are in full strategy mode, not amorphous. Maybe we said there's some people at the front. Like, why would they? No, you guys need to organize what you're doing. If you guys are the only ones sleeping, then it's okay. But you have you have thousands of soldiers that need orders for the days to come.
Gotcha.
Like, who are you bringing with you? Are you bringing every single one of those guys with you? Okay. Is the Firmagard just standing behind the demons? Are you placing Eloic men with them, mages to help reinforce? Are you just hoping that they don't get wiped out? That's all the stuff you got to think about.
Because I'll tell you, we will be playing through the battle. Like you guys will be controlling these dudes in a battle scenario, and how well they do is depending on where you place them. And we're gonna do a big fight, and then what you guys decide to do as a party.
I mean, I'll say this: the Firmament Guard is very strong in their approach. I wanted to use them to kind of push the front here, as far as like the south, like pushing south to north, alongside Nyrax, who kind of went a little bit west here. But they're very strong. I could use them with us on the west or east. I want to hear what you guys think about that, because they're not throwaway soldiers. So,
And Radulus, I will say, once the dragon turtle gets here, you will have basically another twice as many dudes as you have now on the back of him. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for McDar, we can keep them on the west side to help with us. This is like pretty critical that we make this successful. Maybe we just have. I say we take all of our forces, wrap around on the west side. I guess maybe. I don't think we need the trebuchets all the way up there. I still think we keep them kind of back here. Just gonna help out because I think they're just gonna slow us down.
trebuchets with me.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I think you can set the trebuchets up even here.
Yeah, and they can just
to support the front line.
launch whatever they have. But if we can, because we're gonna be able to sneak all the way up into this valley here,
Right.
and then we can, and we'll get into like marching formation and kind of make that as we go along. So when we get there, we're kind of gonna be set up, and then we'll unleash a plan. But I guess for now, we should get set up into some kind of arrangement just so we can rest, let the soldiers rest. We'll get our long rest. We'll kind of do that in shifts.
Lepitor, that's great actually. If because we're coming from the west to the east, if we want the Firmament Guard to like do a solid like spearhead, cone approach this way, they can clear so much in front of us that us coming from the side would be like secondary to the forces.
And you do have cavalry. Remember that.
Yeah, we could definitely do like a pincer approach here. So
Yeah.
the Firmament Guard push here, and then we come in from this way.
Yeah,
I kind of think that Firmament kind of does that, and the cavalry can go in with them, but they'll constantly stay at this back line until we're ready, and they'll kind of, from right to left, they'll like rotate all the way back around until they're slowly all building up this way,
Yep.
and then they can eventually make our wall.
behind them to help. So I guess for the signal for that to happen, are we going to have? Yeah, because when are they going to start shifting over? Like if we leave, and all of us are going to be up on the west side, we're not going to be able to tell them like when to start to move over. Are they just going to start doing that now?
I can give them a signal for sure.
What's the signal going to be? Like can you
It could
actually
be-
signal them from that far?
Yeah, as long as they know what it is, I could do anything. It could be a sound, it could be a sight. So like someone shoots a colored fireball, like a flare. As long as they know what it is, I can signal them to start charging straight up to cover the tracks. Yeah, literally anything, whatever we decide, I can let them know. And we're all over here, so this is like on board communication here. So
As soon as you guys attack on that west side, can it be kind of a first? Do we know if they'll start pushing troops that way?
I think we're kind of counting on it,
Counting on it?
just because they're not just going to let us walk into the west side of when their wall's
Right.
down. They're going to have to split at some point to try and deal with it.
Do we know of any troops up to the north of this citadel?
I think they
It
would.
was
There are some.
Just not as heavily guarded as the south, west, and east.
and also
much
maybe
less.
Maybe a Titan.
Might be a
Potentially.
Titan marching in.
Maybe a Titan. Who knows?
But again, if he's here, what do we do?
I'm just
Mhm.
saying, throwing that out there. We have rumors from the north.
I think we expect him to be here, but hopefully after we're done with the tower.
Right.
What's of Marco go?
True.
I
Marco.
And just so you all have this information, I'll give you, when we actually deal with it, you'll get sheets for your units. But as a general, your Firmic Guard are great warriors for both defense and offense. They are fairly average at both. Your Severed, including their War Beasts, full attack. Not the most defensive group, but they strike hard and quick. Your Trebuchets are your artillery that can fire pretty far. So they definitely, like, if you want to support them or leave them out in the open, that's up to you. They don't, like, when I say Trebuchets, it's the people that can fire them, and that's it. There's not even that many guards around. So if you think they're valuable, you might want to protect them. Your Elvish units are kind of the middle between the Firmic and the Severed. They're very great warriors and more durable than your Firmic Guard. But there are a lot less of them. And then your cavalry for both the Severed and the Severed and the Elvish units. They are fast. They strike hard. They don't survive that long, so you got to be mobile with them. They do best when attacking from flanks.
Who was that?
Your cavalry,
Cavalry.
between the Elvish and the Severed's War Beasts. That's just like normal cavalry things. You usually want to attack them from the flank, or if you're really trying to breach a position, use them as like the spearhead through it.
Yeah. And like I said, I think the cavalry all come with us to that yellow circle. They'll be the people pushing the wall once we blow it up. At least to start, until we can at least get a line formed, and then they can kind of break off and not get obliterated.
Yeah. Who should we leave with the trebuchets for defense?
I feel like that
If
should be some
anyone.
of the Firmic Guard, because
Yeah, if anything, we can just leave a squad or something of them there
yeah,
to
'cause
just,
they're the best at like defense.
and they don't have
and
to
your-
sacrifice a lot, but so.
And your pirates are like the worst. Like, I mean, they're just meat bags. They do damage. Like, they're not useless. They overwhelm them with numbers and they do damage, but they're squishy. But you have a lot of them.
They create chaos.
A lot of
They,
gnomes.
yeah. And you have twice as many that are on the field now coming when the dragon gets.
Another 130,000.
So
So
the
right
Lord
now-
and the mages, they're gonna come with us too.
We could, yeah, I guess we could even split the mages between the trebuchets and then the wall.
And same with the Eloic men. They are support units. They can protect themselves, but they do best at buffing and healing and like reinforcing parts as well. So if you want to spread them out, that's also in your best interest as well.
Yeah, it might be
Same
best to
thing with-
split them up. Like, man, some. I don't know if
Because
we
you
even
only
need
have
half to
100.
stay here. We like 2/3 come with us, 1/3 stays behind. With trebuchets and Firmic.
The Hallowed Harriers are the ones that they're not that they're not useful, but once the divinity goes down, they will shine again, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think
they
they
are like
kind of.
elite shock cavalry. Fly like they will decimate through lines of things.
I mean, if
once
anything,
that-
we could just leave the Harriers with the trebuchets and send everybody else in, and then once that barrier's down, we can start. They can kind of have orders to move up closer to that wall and protect it.
Yeah, you could even have them. Because they're so mobile. When that comes down, you could even have them come aid you or aid others. Like they can get across the battlefield quick.
Yeah, I think it's high
that's a
priority
good
at least to
plan.
keep them alive.
Well, and what's the radius of what the scout said that Wrath would attack somebody if they got inside?
It's pretty tight. I can draw another circle.
The Wrath Circle.
The rat. circle. It's gonna be yellow.
Or should you can, bro?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck. It just like doesn't like to stay in focus.
I'd say it's like right on the outskirts of the wall. I think I said it was a mile out. And let's just say for this visual representation, it's about this much, maybe, give or take a.
The yellow circle.
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
say it's a little bigger than what it shows. I just can't change it because there's 1,000 tokens on my screen. I can't click on it again. Yeah, but it's not like huge.
Okay, so I guess for now, so we can rest, how do we want to organize what we've got?
I like this.
Do we need
This
a-
is starting to look
or
like
do we
a
need
real
a-
war.
It is.
Lines fucking forward.
Do you need to be that specific and like say who's where with all before we take our rest?
It would help because I'm gonna say, like, 8 hours is a long time. A lot is gonna change on the battlefield. Like, they could in that time be like, oh, we'll send out scouts, see that they're resting, and attack your position. Like, that could happen. Or the devils get
Right.
completely obliterated, the firm of guard falls. So I would position in a protective manner for your rest at this time, unless you want your soldiers to completely mobilize without you and position somewhere else. You got to think of it as you have your party of champions and stuff that you need to concern yourselves with. And then also on the greater scale, what do the soldiers need to be aware of? Like, if they get attacked, it'd be in your best interest to form a defensive position than just being grouped up on top of each other.
I got one of those questions that I'm scared to ask him because I don't know if he's thought of it yet.
You don't want to give him an
Ha-
idea.
Okay, so what should our defensive? Should we keep everybody here and rest here? Because for my stealth roll, we should be able to get all the way up into that valley position undetected.
Yes.
But at that point, we might be. Yeah, they still could send scouts or whatever out once we get there and be
Where
seen. So it's not like it's
where your
empty.
guys are now, they are seen. If they are within the tree line, like laterally, if they're within that tree line, they will be hidden by Lepitor's stealth roll. So where you guys are now is actively on the battlefield.
So we could theoretically move into that tree line, rest, and then continue up afterwards.
Yes, you could.
In here.
Yep.
I guess we should
You-
do that. Start moving, get like halfway, but we still need to form like a defensive.
You guys like the way that looks?
Position
Like the
regardless.
Severed backing up the Pharemic Guard on the front line?
It looks nice.
Put a lot of work into it.
You go first, though.
And I'm passing on that one.
We're still using
I
the
do-
pirates as a distraction on the east side, correct?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit, actually.
Now we're just going fucking
I
crazy.
should probably separate the war beasts, huh?
Yeah, because I think a lot of your Severed are going to need to go with us into the mountains.
Of the war beasts?
Seems like
The war beasts for sure, but even some of your guys, because I think your cavalry and I think the elves have the other cavalry, whatever. I think are going to be kind of our pushing force for that
Yeah.
spot up there, in that yellow circle.
So this is my cavalry right here.
Yeah, and then maybe we can just leave the Harriers here to just kind of help this back line just in case, and then we start moving everybody through.
Don't touch the trebuchets. They're mine. You gave them to me for a reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the Harriers like there for now. They'll
So-
chill there.
So do you want the Severed to come with, Guidus? Is that what you were saying?
I mean, I think they should.
So all of
Yeah,
the
we're gonna need
Severed
the cavalry.
be diverted to...
Or maybe just the cavalry, because I mean they're gonna move up anyway later.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
you just take the cavalry with us.
we either take all of the severed with us, or we leave what he has right there, and we take all of the elves with us.
Yeah, we can take all the elves. And fuck it, we could. I mean, they also have all the devils, so we could just take all the severed and move up. Yes, we have, because we have to get to the wall regardless. So it might be better to have more force off the get-go. And then, so as we dip in, yeah, so we'll have the Eloic men and the mages kind of in the rear.
I think actually we should take a couple. The Harriers are the flying ones, right? We should maybe take a couple of those with us into the forest. They can just kind of scout, meaning or be defensive against scouts. When we're moving, they can be a little bit ahead, making sure we're not going to get caught, right?
Yeah, then they can come back.
Yeah, because then
Once
they can
we're
just
in position.
come right back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna set these up in like a defensive position as we rest. So I'll split up the elves so they're kind of in the front.
Where's the rest of the cavalry? Like who has the cavalry?
The elves are down at the bottom here.
Okay. Okay. I'll put the war beasts with them for now, so we can have our cavalry all in one spot.
God, I almost wish the map was like even bigger.
I know. I was like, it'd be huge.
I figured. I really tried. I had like 3 different versions. This was the best one I could do. All the other ones were way too small.
If you could like almost
There'll be
double
another
it.
one.
We'll make it work.
There will be another one. This is why I need you guys to position this so I know what I need to show on the map.
Because it looks better in my head, but there's not enough room on that left side.
Yeah. I'll make a bigger one.
The severed, they're coming with us, right? Or are they staying here? What did we decide?
I think we decided that the ground units would stay with the Firmament Guard and hold like the front line.
Yeah,
and
we'll
the
just take the
cavalry will
elves.
come with you guys.
So then, do we have enough like main troops to help? Because we have cavalry, but do we have any other?
Well, I think that's what the elves are going to be for. They're kind of like just the stronger warriors, so we might have a few of them, but you know, they should in theory be able to do just as much.
Okay.
Because they'll be backed up by our mages, and then they'll be behind the cavalry, at least in the beginning. I don't know. I think they can get in a good position quick and be supported.
Okay. I
Gotcha.
know a lot of planning going on. With what you've set up here, I'm comfortable to say that you are in a defensive position and can finally begin enacting the parts of this plan in our next session.
Let's go.
So, as you mobilize your forces and prepare for the final assault on the Citadel, for a game-wise perspective, keep in mind, we will be playing out an enormous battlefield-like simulation. You will be all playing Total War with me for the first time.
He's finally got us all in.
I finally get my 8-man head-on-head campaign.
Yes.
Yep.
This
You will
week's
be in
the winner.
charge of controlling your units. I'll get you stat sheets and all that, so prepare for that. And then upon being successful, whatever the story allows, you also might have to switch to your unit, your characters as well to enact things like that. So keep that in mind for our next game as the forces of Foundation mobilize on Zenith's Citadel. And with that, we will end today's session right there with the oncoming war of Sky and Stone coming to a head.
Excellent.
Woo!
We should.
Um,
You should try and set this up on bar.
On
Recreate it.
By the way, guys, I don't know about you guys, but have you guys ever heard of SeatGeek? SeatGeek is an amazing app that helps you.
No, don't do it.
Helps you buy tickets in literally the easiest way.
I got bad news. I didn't get the time off next month. I can't make it.
You're joking.
He's
yeah,
so good
let's-
at these jokes.
let's go ahead and talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna end the
it's in our
stream.
best.
Thanks for tuning in.
And thank you guys for coming in and saying this is the solution.